Top of the top. Top of the top. We back again. What's up? What's up, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Let's go. Another hot summer. Another day. What's up, y'all? We back. Good to see everybody this morning. We up. They not. We up. They gone. Yeah. This thing called life been kicking a lot of butt. Yeah. So we back at it. We're gonna keep it going. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in right now. We up. Shout out to see. Good to see everybody, man. Shout out, y'all. Let's get into it, man. Another day, another day. We chilling today. What's up, DJ Stacy? What's up, PJ? What's up, Tiger? What's up, Nab? What's up, Latasha Jordan? What's up? Oh, you got the notification today, huh? Yeah, they definitely pick and choose. What's up? Yeah, they all this stuff control. It don't, yeah, they push out what they want to push out when they want to push it out. This whole department is being controlled. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is, y'all. So, like I said, if you don't tap into what you watch, you ain't gonna see it. If you scrolling, you just gonna waste your time. Yeah, the whole time, all that timeline stuff is controlled. Yeah. Put it like this, y'all know when you on same thing when you're on Instagram, you don't control your timeline. Whatever's there, just there. That's how they did. They did this the same way. If you just scrolling, you just gonna see what's there. So you literally got to tap on who you rock with. You got to whatever you watch, you got to check in. See, I know around here it's gonna be new videos every day. 6 days a week minimum. But for the most part, yeah, that's just how it is. You got to just know how your people you watch. You got to know how they upload, man. And this also what I was telling y'all about, like the fact that a lot of people just be recycling content, but they don't know the way this AI algorithm set up. It just put everything into one pile. You see, that's why I was trying to tell people that. See, everybody's on here, but everybody's not really being original and working and doing stuff. It's just a lot of recycling. That recycling stuff, they put it in one slot. You get what I'm saying, y'all? It's like a store. It's like a warehouse. All the same content keep coming out. They just push it in one department. They just push it over there in a pile somewhere. Yeah. You get it? That's how it works. So, like, okay, say Jay-Z got news today. Everybody talk about it, but after a while, it just get pushed over there. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Everybody going to copy the same video. It's just how it is, y'all. All right? Boom. So, meaning all that stuff is controlled. Meanwhile, let's go. We back at it again. Y'all. We just getting into it. Entertainment. Good to see everybody this morning. These are the things we do to get through the day. Hopefully everybody know what you have to do with your life. That's all it's about, So it's also at that point when we spoke about stuff like in the end, you ain't gonna have nothing left. You'll see day by day it's drying up. Somebody does something, then it stops. It stops. It's like an IV bag, y'all. So everybody's hanging together. Everybody needs each other. Everybody's fighting to keep their career. That's all it is. People are fighting to keep their career. People fighting to stay relevant. People fighting to keep their influence. That's all it is, y'all. So when you see this thing with Ryan Clark, we're going to talk about Cam Newton because he got fired again. He already got fired from BT. Now Cam Newton got fired from ESPN. When I told my family this was the year, you're going to see media get disgraced. Media going to get fired. You got it now? Bingo, y'all. So it took a year and a half for these things to play out. But I gave y'all the illustration of how this whole thing is a pyramid, and it's going to start from the top to the bottom. Now, once again, they all in one pile. They in one pile. They all a pile of bricks. They was a big pyramid. Now they just a pile of bricks. That's why you see them all together going nowhere, like bricks. Just sitting there. That's all they doing, y'all. And I tell you all, they have reduced themselves to ashes. I'm going to prove that to you with Cam Newton. So the things I said of how YouTube ruins your brand, YouTube makes you a low, meaning not just YouTube, I'm talking about social media, period, make you on a low level. Social media is low level. Social media is not a Hollywood camera. It's not a television camera. It is a low level situation that anybody could do. Family, let's just be honest. If somebody in the 5th grade could do this stuff, there's nothing special about it. So I'm saying, so this is now do Cam Newton. And right, especially do Cam Newton, I finally get to show y'all today. So today I want you to put on your thinking cap as if you are an executive. Because, people always talk about this and that. My point is this, right? A lot of people, if you were given an opportunity to run the company for a day, run the country for a day, everything will crash. I'm saying that because, you know, everybody always talking. I do. Okay, so now today, put on your thinking cap, and you're going to think like an executive in the office for a day. And you're going to look at what Cam Newton was doing. Then you make a decision on if you're going to pay him more money. And I'm going to tell you, like I said, once they see you doing low-level stuff for free, for pennies, they don't got to pay you nothing. I told you. So I finally can show you with Cam Newton. It was all a trap. It's all the trap. Everybody that was famous, anybody that had a name, anybody that was on a certain salary level, anybody that was qualified to get big contracts, once they started playing on here, taking splits, they devalued themselves. Period. All right? So like I told you, man, the AI, all right, AI has exposed everybody. It's that simple. Because in this current game of life, if you are not organic and pure, meaning these companies want their money. Money must be made 24/7. And when you have bogus numbers, bogus audience, let's say your YouTube following, you a big name person. Your YouTube channel is 1,000% authentic. But guess what? Now it makes you look worse. So when you have 100,000 to 200,000 viewers, but you get on ESPN, you cannot transfer none of those numbers. That is what they have figured out. Because the numbers should transition. I don't care if they bring somebody from YouTube, because remember, Cam Newton's supposed to have got all these numbers. So first take should at least go up by 25,000 a day, 50,000, something. All right. No, y'all, I saw this coming already because I knew that show was flopping. So we're gonna get into it today, y'all. That's right. The Billionaires Falling Club. Oh yeah, y'all. Y'all know yesterday we were just talking about Miss Sophia. We was talking about Silly and Miss Sophia. Next thing you know, I wake up, yes, Miss Sophia in the news. Oh man. Everybody around here knows Oprah. Every time she opens her mouth, she gets cooked. Every time she opens her mouth, she gets exposed. Oprah is an older woman that should not still be talking. Now, y'all, Oprah is still trying to commence with the male bashing. Even though Oprah don't think we know exactly what y'all, Oprah, all right? You're not married, you're older. I mean, we know Stedman was a front, Oprah. And we also understand that something between you and you don't like certain people. Oprah was a feminist. Now, she told a story, y'all, about back in the day, how she loved this man so much that she actually chased the car and that man dragged her down the street. You hear this? She claiming a man. She trying to say a man. All right. She trying to say a man back in the day when she was young. She was so in love. She was chasing that man's car, and that man dragged her down the street. That's what she said, y'all. So we also going to talk about Bill. Bill, whole situation is quiet, but they're going through all his accounts. Bill's about to be straight broke. They're going through all his accounts. He's finished. And I always tell people, Bill Cosby is your clue. He always been my clue. He been my clue since it first happened to him. He always been my clue. Him and Mr. Robert. I understand. When I saw what happened to Bill, I knew nobody was safe. That's the part people don't get. Also, they don't get that all this stuff was a grand exposure of how your people always supporting these people. They never do wrong. And I was telling y'all that's part of exposure. Bill didn't do it. Bill innocent. They're trying to set Bill up. Certain things get proven. Bill let men out of his own mouth. His people get quiet. Uh-oh. Same thing. The dealer ain't do nothing. They lying on him. It gets exposed. All the stuff in his house, they get quiet again. Uh-oh. Meanwhile, they pick their targets who they get at. They pick their targets. When I kept telling them, everybody talking about Jeffrey, the word is y'all been had Jeffries in y'all community. The word is y'all been looking up to Jeffries. And the word is, this the truth. Y'all been talking about Jeffrey, but all your celebrities was hanging with Jeffrey. Y'all didn't get that part neither. So I keep telling you, it was a grand exposure, not of just those entertainers, the people that loved them. The people that loved them. Because what you don't get from Robert, Bill, and everybody else that been accused, the word is they're your heroes. You look up to them. You made them rich, and they're a disgrace on you. So y'all know I did a special the other day when I went into how your people used to be to what they became. That's what I'm talking about. Your people's never accused of the stuff they're accused of. Let's go. Once again, y'all, the Book of Hov. He was signing the book. He was doing it up. He was doing a lot. This whole thing was a promo. Word is Hov been tired all week. That's the word. He's still tired from all the stuff he had to do. Yes, not just performing, pop-up shops. That situation with when he act like he was running with Audemars, that was for promotion. Yes, he did a lot of promotion over the weekend. And I don't know if y'all saw that video with him and Shaq. It looked like him and Shaq don't rock with each other. Yeah, it looked like it 1,000%. Like he don't talk to Shaq and vice versa. It looked like they just had to take a picture together. So remember that jeweler that had the jewelry and he acted like he was going to run? He had to do some work for them promotion. Yes, a lot of it was hooked up through fanatics. Just know that guy that threw the all-white party, he has been putting a lot of your celebrities to work. All right? That guy that threw the white party, I told you he's the new get it? He's the new leader over them. Yeah. So he's the one that had Floyd boxing the other day. He the one that got Jay-Z doing this. Yes, fanatics is running stuff right now. So let's go. As he signs the Book of Hov. Hov, you did not get that book to the people. So I understand why Memphis Bleek said what he said. Meaning, when Memphis Bleek said stuff like, some of y'all ain't start getting money to Jay-Z. Well, the people that didn't start getting money to Jay-Z inspired them, they're the ones that are broke now. Yes, they broke. And we can now see that a lot of people in the hood, they didn't study the Book of Hov because they did not become successful. So being that he's successful, a billionaire, like they kept telling me, he wrote a book. But how many people wrote his book to be inspired and made some money for themselves? Now, after all the Yankee Stadium, after all the New York partying, that's cool. But let's get back to the reality of what New York is really going through right now as we speak. Like I said, he need to get that book to the people. Because I told you, a lot of y'all people in the hood, man, they abusing elders and women and youngsters. They're starving, falling on their face, y'all. So y'all get it, right? They are attacking elderly people more than in the 70s when they were snatching pocketbooks from grannies. Mob of 6 punks jumped 74-year-old outside Bronx storefront. So this was happening. They're literally walking around like capital P's, predators, and they're attacking elders. Told you this been going on for a minute. Elders don't keep money like that. Who keeps money like that, y'all? If they did jump somebody, all right, I'm just showing y'all this stuff has been happening every day. Y'all, a lot of y'all people getting abused out here. 2 men wanted an alleged attack on 70-year-old woman. Now, y'all also know it was a time when people 70 years old, they didn't even come outside like that by themselves. So I've been showing you this every week. They've been attacking the elders. Who? These young punks. The young punks that can't feed themselves. 74-year-old jump, 70-year-old. The other day, they put out a firearm on a 66-year-old. They robbing elderly, y'all. All y'all elders are getting abused. I'm saying it for a reason. Because I see people freedom fighting online. I see them freedom fighting. Whenever my song come out, things about to get boring. Whenever I see my song, here they go. Here they go. That's why y'all can't never have no fun. Y'all community always got preaching. Everywhere you go, some preaching. You know, preaching. Preaching is people talking, but they ain't going to do nothing. That's what preaching is. Y'all always got some preaching going on, man. That's why y'all so corny, man. Y'all still the only ones preaching in 2026, still preaching. Let's go. Meanwhile, you ain't teaching. You ain't teaching nothing. Meanwhile, woman's $800 necklace snatched by this punk. See all the punks running around New York City, y'all? So now you see what I told you. They're abusing elders, women, bingo. What you're watching is your people devouring each other, like I said. In the last day, they're going to be eating each other alive. It is nothing but the experiment of the rats in the box. Like I said, it is the project experiment. So you're going to look up to somebody from the projects, but you ain't going to learn what they taught, but you're going to be stuck in the projects. Meanwhile, these people are devouring themselves. It's not just New York, it's happening everywhere. They're devouring each other. Nobody to blame. See, they're going to talk about this one guy that was hanging around these other people on boats, but they ain't going to talk about the innocent people that come home every day, go to work, the seniors that got nobody to look out for them, get knocked upside the head, nobody talking about it. Meanwhile, their generations are being wiped out. Their generations are being slaughtered by their own. See that? Bums. That's why the numbers online dropped. The ones that's outside doing this, the ones that was online all day. That's it. The ones that, see, it was a false reality that you can be online every day in the chat, watching videos, trolling, catching up with all your favorite topics and entertainers. But every day you did that was going to be a day you was never coming back from the dirt. So I tell you, it's a lot of reasons why these numbers are gone. A lot of people are gone. We went through that already. We know for a fact there's millions of people gone. We know that for a fact. Then the rest of the people out here, a lot of people are starving. There's people out here, you got people that's gone for going to jail, victims of homelessness. Then you got people out here right now with nowhere to go. They just lingering around. See, all of this stuff is hitting the fan. This weather, the pressure's on. I'm saying that because show's over, y'all. Show's over. Show's over. Now, let me show y'all what really been going on. Like I told y'all, the joke is, right? The reality is this is who y'all people are. Y'all abuse each other. Nowadays you do. I don't know why y'all keep talking about everybody else. I don't know why y'all talking about that. Let me show y'all. Now, my mothers, check this out, mothers. Check what happened, mothers. See this woman right here, mothers? She got caught in the house with somebody's son. Get it? She was caught in the house, her grown ass. Get it? She got caught. She lucky that woman didn't devour her. She got caught in the house playing video games with somebody's son. Get it? In the bedroom. This what happened to her ass. She's locked up. Told you the word is, y'all culture is just like R. Kelly. It's a lot of y'all in y'all neighborhoods. A whole lot of y'all. That's the word. That's why the word is, y'all never go against abuse, or you don't take up for nobody abused except for the ones you pick and choose. Meanwhile, y'all are abusing each other every day, 24/7, just like piranhas, sharks, foxes, all that. Straight predators. Money-hungry predators. Get it? Sex predator. That's who they are, guys. I told you. Let's move on, y'all. So I'm going to keep telling you, man. Keep picking and choosing. Every day, I'm just giving you the update. Man, your people's going out bad. Let's go. Remember, I told you already, man. Don't feel bad. It's a separation. You have the good and the bad. Now, remember, okay, y'all know other people, what they say. You got you got the elite, and then you got the trash. Don't other people separate their people? They be like, oh, man, they trash. Okay, same thing happening now. Is it all I'm telling you is it's just a separation, y'all. All right, you go one way and let the trash go the other way. That's all it is. Now, let's get into this grand firing, because I showed you that to show you it's from the top to the bottom. All right? Nobody's in the position they used to be in. You should even know that if you was a big content creator. You're not where you used to be at. It's not your fault. It's just the time we're in. All right? So let's get back to this firing. Why? Because we already spoke about how everybody's going to be kicked off national television. Not everybody. It's just that people that look like Robert Griffin III. Anybody that was on TV with shenanigans, racial controversial topics, gimmicks, they're out of here. Because they don't understand they were trained. When they had their favorite president in the White House, it was always about preaching every day and giving your point of view about race every day. But those times are over. I told them a million times that the country is now diverse. It is about everybody. They still didn't understand 20 million plus people done came. People been here. Everything is diverse. And another thing they didn't realize, the people they talk about, they the ones that need them the most. They talk about other races, but they are the ones that need them the most. That is the other hypocritical part. Another hypocritical part, they don't understand that people have passed them. So they were in a time of talking and talking and talking and talking, but they didn't pay attention to what time we in now. So this is how I all knew they was going to get fired. I'm going to tell you why I knew. I knew because we wasn't in that Barry era. When we was in the Barry era, everything with that complexion was a go. Meaning it was a go. They couldn't do no wrong because it was about money. They let them say what they want, do what they want. Whatever kept you watching, whatever kept you spinning, whatever kept you in tune, whatever kept us believing, they let it go down. So I know what happened. Now you got to flip the coin. When y'all had y'all big party when Barry was in office, other people had to sit back and watch. For how many years? 8. 8 plus. Nobody said nothing. But now it's happening to you. It's your turn to sit your ass down. And now y'all going to get your ass fired. Did y'all forget the Barry experience? Certain other complexions couldn't get hired like that? All right. It's your turn now. Now I'm going to show y'all the list. Robert Griffin III kicked off TV, even though he's a failed football player. Jamel Hill kicked off ESPN. The #1 race baiter, that's her gimmick. But she still understand, don't get her nowhere. But the joke's on all of them. She race baits. Her husband is the same color as Caitlin Clark. He race bait. His wife is the same color as Caitlin Clark. Ryan Clark race bait. His wife is the same color as Caitlin Clark. So do you see it's a big joke? Can y'all now finally see what I told you? It's a big joke. Can you finally get it? All right. That's Ryan Clark's wife right there, man. Y'all didn't know that part. That's it, man. So let's continue on. My homeboy, Bart Scott, he got fired. They ain't going to talk about him. They're going to keep talking about Ryan Clark. Told you they all getting fired. Bart Scott got fired too. But he used to play for the Jets. He got fired too. So he was on the radio. They moved him around. Long story short, he got fired too. All they got fired. But I knew he was going to get fired because he said a lot of crazy stuff. Yep. So I'm letting y'all see, man, this ain't a coincidence. The Chitlin Show is off TV. It will not be televised. That's all it is. You want to see the Chitlin Show, you must go to YouTube, Instagram, and get BT Plus on Paramount. Other than that, you ain't going to see it. It's been put in a capsule. You got it? Now, you're going to get today. I told you the #1 fan base was banking on the HBCU campuses. HBC, guys, when I showed y'all that chart the other day, when you add up all those HBCU colleges and you look at all them attendees that go to them colleges, they understood they had millions of fans already built in through HBCU colleges, y'all. I've been through this. That's why they've been playing. That's also why they've been playing that card. The black, you get what I'm saying? Because they was the ones shaping and molding the minds of the new generation with their shenanigans and behavior. But now, Ben and I did the episode of a day. Can y'all now see, yeah, Cam was trying to rep the HBCUs, but did he make them look good? Did he make it look better? Or was he acting worse than in the Martin Luther King days? Do you think Rosa Parks would approve of Cam Newton behavior? Do y'all really think that? Huh? Do you think Jesse Jackson would approve his behavior? But no, HBCU was the money and the fans and the ticket sales. So another reason why they started going broke, I'm talking about all of them, because the young generation started rebelling, meaning they're not buying this stuff. That's another reason why all the youngsters been outside doing other stuff, because they're not buying this stuff. So let's go. I told you all of them was going to get fired. That's why this fun for me. I told them they always going to get fired before it even happened. Watching it. I'm telling you, I'll give you updates because, see, this is what I want y'all to get to. You'll see every year it's a pattern. So every summer, the sports networks reset because they get ready for football. So when football season coming in, you're going to see every year ESPN do these firings and hirings because they understand this year during football, Ryan Clark, we will not be hearing your comments. This year when football come in, Cam Newton, your mouth will not be heard, not on TV. And that's where we at because they was already rubbing people the wrong way. I couldn't tolerate them. On Friday to be still off, I couldn't tolerate them. Get it? And the truth is that woman more cooler than them. It's the truth. So, reason why I say that, y'all, they started acting a certain way. They tried to, come on, hey, man, Stephen A, man. Hey, right? You see how Cam Newton act? He was acting like a straight, you know what? We spoke about that yesterday. They were thinking that the personality must be soul, meaning I gotta act like I eat soul food. And I'm gonna act like I eat collard greens every day. I'm gonna just act like I eat black eye. Like they were putting on acts. Bro, we not watching for that. They start thinking, Cam, your outfits are horrible. Nobody's watching you for your outfits. All we want to hear is what you got to say. Now, what I said about Cam Newton is he didn't used to act like that. He didn't even go to HBCU college. So when I saw him clout, I knew what he was doing. See, Atlanta, it was set up a certain way. Atlanta had a built-in fan base for whatever you selling because of the colleges. Atlanta ain't popping. It's popping, but not like, if you took away them colleges, Atlanta would be super dead. It's the colleges that always keep fresh people coming in, going out, coming in, coming in, coming in. And when those new minds come to Atlanta, they must be shaped and molded with strip clubs, idiots, entertainers, and all this other stuff. Because the colleges are the built-in fan base for Atlanta. That's why I was telling you, part of the predator behavior is they knew that. They know every semester new kids coming into college, and they prey on them. I'm talking about the entertainers. Every year, Spelman, Clark, they coming in from all over the world. That's what kept Atlanta going. So my point is, it was a certain behavior and experience that they were able to capitalize off of. See, because Cam Newton was playing at HBCUs close, that's also why they had him on BET, because when you go to HBCUs, you're already trained to watch BET. All right? They train our youngsters to be one-dimensional, all right? That's all it is. When they start thinking everything else in college is more important than a degree. They think it's more important to trying to prove their skin color or trying to prove their protest. Everything except for getting a degree and getting to the careers and the money. All right? So like I said, ESPN analyst Cam Newton, he got fired, y'all. So why am I showing you this loser? Because like I said, I knew when they all came on YouTube, they were, for one, I knew they were losers for being on YouTube. For two, I knew this was going to be their last stop. Now you got it, y'all. Ryan Clark has a YouTube channel. Cam Newton. Go look at their subscribers. Look at their average views. And then you ask one question. Why they didn't get those views to go to ESPN? And why has ESPN been flopping ever since they've been on there? Huh? Now, I joked with Stephen A yesterday, but it ain't Stephen A's fault. I'm going to say Stephen A could have thought they had real traction to put him on the show. Meaning Stephen A could have believed in them, thinking they really pulling in numbers like that. He go holler at the bosses, get them jobs. Meanwhile, the show ain't getting no better. See that? I'll flip it on you quick. Yeah, I was joking on Stephen A yesterday, but today I'll tell you the truth. It ain't Stephen A's fault. Because he gave him opportunity. And like I say, I know how this go. Analytics, y'all. No, family. I said it yesterday. I'm showing you with Cam Newton. Just look at their numbers. And then I'm going to show you I'm going to show you why they say y'all might as well just stay y'all butt on YouTube. That's right. Now, like I was saying, right? Boom. Guys, if their numbers were real, do you know how powerful First Take would have been? They wouldn't have got fired. Let's go. They wouldn't have got fired, y'all. They were on TV, COONing. They wasn't pulling in viewership. So this is another thing I was giving y'all the aspect of. Even if your numbers are real, allegedly, but you can't get those numbers to watch the television with you on it, that's even more disgraceful. So you average 100,000 views, but you can't even get a percentage of that to watch the television show. We watching the numbers ain't going up. All right? We watching the numbers, they're not going up. Everything is analytics, guys. Everything. Don't let nobody deceive you. Everything can be proven now. Everything. Everything. Nothing can be hidden no more. So like I said, numbers will be proven. So therefore, analytically, if you're making our company money, you shall stay. It's very simple. But if you think you're going to use ESPN for clout, see, let me reverse it. Y'all think y'all going to use ESPN for clout to make y'all YouTube channel better. But in reality, we hired you to make First Take better. But you ain't doing that. So therefore, you shall be fired. That's why they fired. It ain't Stephen A. fault. Stephen A. got them the job. Stephen A. got them the camera. But on camera, Ryan Clark started acting different. So I know what Stephen A. saying. Like I told y'all yesterday, when Ryan Clark was doing analytics, he was sharp. But when he started trying to become a personality, he started becoming a straight cornball. Same thing with Cam Newton. When Cam Newton just talk regular sports, he's cool. But when he start performing, he turns into a clown. And the thing is, they were clowning too much on national TV, y'all. You must get it. They were clowning too much on national TV. Clowning, being racist, being one-sided. When you're one-sided, you're not acknowledging nobody else's greatness. Okay, the NFL got 700 players. Y'all just keep talking about the same 5. You keep talking, your brother, yeah, I told y'all all of them co-signing Deion Sanders, they was going to be out of here. Deion Sanders been failing the whole year. Not one of them on television told the truth about Deion Sanders. Flopping. So what I say, they think these companies going to pay them to take up for their friends. That's what I mean by being biased. Deion Sanders had the worst season ever. He only won 3 games, y'all. You ain't hear nothing, did you? Nothing. Before that, Deion, man, he going to take him to the championship. Deion Sanders, he going to be coaching the Cowboys. Deion Sanders, man, Coach Brown, every day. Deion Sanders playing like straight trash. They never admitted 2 things. Shador was trash, Deion was trash. They kept taking up for Shador, kept taking up for Deion. But here's the kicker. Cam Newton got caught up doing a lot of stuff. He bashing other quarterbacks. So he was bashing the quarterback for the Patriots. Meanwhile, the quarterback from the Patriots made it to the what? Super Bowl. See how I make him look stupid. When y'all talking about Cam Newton, and y'all talking about Shador, but a no-name guy gets drafted and pass Shador's. See, y'all got exposed. Y'all brotherhood. See, the brotherhood, also understand, these are the same games they played in the industry. Hollywood, that's where I must get it. It's all together. They're all together in this one basket, playing the same game. We're going to get into that with LeBron James because he finally admitted what I already told you, what I already figured out. Everything LeBron did, he was taught by jayz. We know that already. He did the same. They all do the same thing. Their brotherhood is their downfall. It was a big trap. Look at it like a big incrimination. Y'all going to have this brotherhood network where y'all going to show favoritism to who you like. People y'all don't like, y'all will keep them out, cast them out. Y'all will monopolize this for checks. Get it? So being that they did it so long, they now all stuck with their hand in the cookie jar. That's how I knew they all was going to get kicked off TV, because I knew they all was doing the same thing. When I started seeing other talent coming in and I started seeing them trying to keep the black thing going when I knew the black thing was already over, yes, I knew they was going to all be gone, y'all. They all was getting set up. Now, let me show you why. Now, I want y'all to look. Now, let's look from you look at it as you a CEO in the office. We talking about big dog. Family, you cannot get no bigger than Disney. Family, if I work for Disney, why would I be doing low-level stuff? I work for Disney. You know what that means? I'm going to enjoy my days off. Every day for me is a good celebration. I work for a major company. I'm straight. But no, I told you, it's their greed. When they saw people like me and others, people way bigger than me, getting millions of dollars on YouTube, they said, we want some of them millions. We want some of them millions too. We want some of that money. We want some of that money. Get to the money. Get to the bag. You know, they're all under the same code. Get to the money. Get to the bag. Be a billionaire like jayz, but don't get to enjoy it. Be a billionaire like jayz, but always be in the house and up under your wife. Be a billionaire, but don't have no life. That's them, y'all. They actually work harder than your people on the plantation. Your people's on the plantation, but they was broke. They ain't had no choice. They work hard on the plantation. They supposed to got money. What sense does that make? No. When they started playing on YouTube, now let me give you the illustrations. Now, don't forget, sir, ma'am, you are a highly executive. You are a high-level executive. You work for Disney. All your job is to see who should we pay or not. All right. You must understand the number one thing was a nail in their coffin, what I tell you about online, the topics. the topics. I told you Shannon Sharp's career was over when he interviewed Bobby Brown. Shannon Sharp working on First Take, interviewing Bobby Brown on YouTube. Now I'm going to show you something. Now I catch everything, y'all. Cam Newton. He works for First Take. He's interviewing Ray. But you must understand their conversations. They thought they was going to keep doing. See that? You're ruining the brand. Now you work for Disney. You paying Cam this money, ESPN. But you see he got a video with Ray J. Then you see what he's talking about. Cam Newton questions Ray J's sexuality on Funky Friday. See that? They're not even knowing they're becoming YouTubers, meaning low level. I told y'all it's levels to this. Low level is not just who you're interviewing. It's not just who you're talking about. Low level also is your topics. I told you everything low level is outlawed and banned. Low level. So now you sit at a top corporation, y'all. Do you have to pay this man any money? He might as well just stay where the hell he at, right? I told you what's going to happen to them. It's all a plot, y'all. See, they were being greedy. All of their topics, views, opinions, really low-key became conflicts with their top jobs. It is now let me break it down to y'all to simplicity. Why I work, how I work. Guys, if you work a regular job, just look at me as your example. Do you think I would want my boss to know what I say on this channel? Do you think I would still have a job if my boss and supervisor happen to find this channel? You think I have a job after that? Do you think that? All the stuff I said on this channel, so much stuff I done forgot. Do you think I would want my boss, supervisor, corporate people in the office to know I had this channel? Duh. See how simple it is? It's low level, y'all. Your thoughts and views, opinions can get you fired. It could be something you said, you rubbed somebody the wrong way. Oh, matter of fact, he's doing too much. We don't need that. Simple, y'all. Simple. They didn't get that. That's why I kept telling you this is go. Guys, I was able to see, I know more about protecting image and likeness than they did. That's when I knew they were slow, y'all. I knew they were slow. You're supposed to protect your name, image, and likeness if you plan on being any type of professional in any type of field. This is nothing to play with. I told you, online is trash. They didn't believe me, y'all. So it's that simple. My boss see me playing around on YouTube, and then I'll talk about I want to raise. I'm talking about I want to raise. Do you think my boss gonna respect that, y'all? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Or now my boss to use stuff against me. Oh, now I see why the other day he was tired. He up there working on lives every day. He on their YouTube. See, it can interfere, y'all. You think it's cool, but it ain't. I told y'all this stuff is nothing to be proud of. Nobody believe me. Now you seeing it. This stuff is nothing to be proud of, y'all. It is just a hobby you do. But when you have a big name, you will ruin your name. Because guess what? You on national television. But once I see you doing low-level stuff with Ray J, why the hell you going? You ain't going to be on this TV no more. We don't clout you up to sit down with nobodies with no career. Which means, even if you have a YouTube channel, everything you do should be grand, big, so that it transfers to ESPN traffic. That's why I was telling you they're not going viral for real. They don't go viral. They don't. Because if they was going viral, this traffic would transition. Now I'm going to tell you another reason why ESPN, they all created their own world. Now, this other thing, they know your people don't spend money, Ryan Clark. That's part of it. Now, when I told you they putting a price on all these applications, they putting a price on everything you love, that's to keep certain people out. Remember when I said everything you love going to disappear? What I was telling you was everything you have free access to, you ain't going to be able to access it no more. Everything you took for granted is going to be gone. So another thing is, since ESPN is pay, people don't got free cable no more. Huh? First Take was big when there was a such thing as stolen cable. They forget that too. See, now you got to pay for cable or you got to pay for apps. So that's how it works. Cam, Ryan Clark, if we do not see apps going up and people watching First Take, that means y'all not helping us make no money. It's that simple. Y'all on YouTube, but none of y'all subscribers are purchasing the ESPN app. They're not watching. So y'all think we're going to watch y'all the whole year, get all these views, 100,000, 200,000, 800, all these numbers, but every time you on First Take, it ain't getting nowhere. Stephen A. didn't bring you there for that. So I'm going to tell y'all today, it ain't Stephen A.'s fault. I laughed and joked, but it ain't Stephen A. fault. He got their ass a job. If anything, they made Stephen A. look bad. See what I'm trying to tell you? If anything, they made him look bad. Why? Ryan Clark, that's my brother. That's my man. My man can't. They made Stephen A. look bad for real. Because they were horrible. They were. They didn't make the show better, y'all. They just did. So, are these YouTube numbers really real? Maybe they are. But I told you this is how it plays out. A lot of y'all watch and tap into the channel. But if I had to do an event to prove my real numbers, that would be a different story. That's why I threw it at y'all. There's no disrespect, but my real supporters are members. Those are the real numbers I can count. That's there. Where if I had to be asked, well, can you fill up a club? I can say, well, I got this many. Yeah, I can do that. Depends. But I'm showing you that the real numbers are the people that subscribe. Everything else, y'all come and go to mall, catch when you catch. It is what it is. See, they need real watchers. First take come on 10 o'clock. Who's really gonna watch every day? We ain't got time for that. When we live, who's watching? Who's really tapped in? Who's buying the app? Remember, they know demographics. They know when you order the app, they know exactly who you are, your age, your color. They know. They watch this stuff. So they realize, hey, these guys on TV talking a lot of black stuff, but a lot of blacks ain't buying these apps and subscribing and watching. I'll tell you that's what happened, man. But it's not nobody's fault. It's just called time. Now, all of these shenanigans online, they did all the conversations, meaning you could be Ryan Clark interviewing people, but you're interviewing people that got different views and opinions that's opposite of this. So they were doing too much, lowering their stock, y'all, lowering their brand, lowering their stock. That's what they was doing, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Now you see it? They all got tricked to chase the money, y'all. Social media, now I can finally prove it all, y'all. Social media was the biggest trap for everybody, right? When it first started, they didn't know that social media was also going to be used to track them. It was going to be used to make clowns out of them. That's why you'll see every celebrity got embarrassed online one way or another. They all got dragged. That's what I was telling you. Now it was just Jay-Z's turn. Jay-Z was able to escape being dragged online for over 10 years, 15 years straight. He did. He did. He just now got his time. Every single person has gotten embarrassed online one way or another, got bad news. But before the internet, this stuff didn't happen. You're not looking at the internet is what made the Me Too movement so powerful. That's why R. Kelly asked him, yeah? He made it before because there was no internet out. That's why he beat them cases. See that? Bill would have beat the cases. It's the power of this device. This device is what destroyed BET. Got it? It is what lowered their stock. Now look at since Instagram came out, how all of them been playing on Instagram, all of them been playing online, all of them, they did it so long, they lowered their value when a celebrity's value was you only going to see them when they're on Hollywood cameras and television cameras. That's it. That was their mystique. That was their power. But once they started taking pictures just like you and going live like you, they became basic just like you. They didn't understand that. Why you think it's a game? Why you think LeBron ain't on the team still? He's not that popping like that no more. Why you think why you think Ryan Clark just got fired? He's not popping like that no more. And I told Stephen A. he got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Stephen A., if I was you, I'd just focus on that on First Take being better. All right? I'm going to just tell you right now, Stephen A., you might be in contracts. No matter how much you go live on YouTube, but it's not going to make First Take better, guy. It just ain't. It's not. First Take is horrible, Stephen A. It sucks. Word is they might be bringing Skip Bayless back. That's a backtrack move. All right? So let's go. Let's go. Here go the kicker right here, y'all. Here go the smack in the face. ESPN fans blaming Stephen A. Smith and Pat McAfee for today's layoff. They always blaming somebody with their sorry ass. Nah, they ain't nobody. They ain't to blame. But you want to know the truth? Yes. What I already told y'all. What's that? Pat McAfee receives huge ESPN pay rise amid firing spree. When they first paid him, that's what got Jalen Rose and them got fired. I knew they always gonna get fired, y'all, before. I've been telling y'all this. Jalen Rose out because they kept being one-dimensional, boring, race. Now, here go the thing with Pat McAfee. He grinded from YouTube. He's interested, meaning in his field, he keeps his sports. He does other things, wrestling. He does a lot of things, joking, playing around. He does different things. He's an announcer. He does a lot of things. He works his ass off. He does. Meaning Ryan Clark, that wasn't doing that. Here's the kicker. Pat McAfee got a YouTube channel, but it's a sports channel. His sports channel worked the deal where he gets to be on YouTube with his channel live on YouTube and get his views. It's a sports channel. Duh. So Cam Newton, Ryan Clark, y'all didn't have sports channels. Y'all were talking about nonsense. Told y'all, whatever make money. Whatever make money, they're going to do it. Now, if Ryan Clark had a sports channel, let me show you the mathematics of science and analytics and facts and proof, y'all. Reality. I work for ESPN First Take. When I'm on YouTube, I talk sports. Guess what? On YouTube, all I do is get into more depths. Now, I could take the First Take content. Stuff I said earlier in First Take, I didn't get to go in depths. I'm going to go in depths on my YouTube channel. Meaning, I'm going to keep it strictly sports. Strictly sports, sports interviews, sports. They didn't do that. Cam Newton, I'm going to just keep my channel strictly sports, strictly football. I played football my whole life. I'm just going to keep it football. I know college, pros. I'm going to just keep it football, sports. Why? Now when I'm keeping the sports, if my boss at ESPN First Take do check in, they see I'm just keeping the sports. I'm keeping that same element going, which means I'm actually still trying to help the show when I'm not on the clock. I'm still trying to help the show grow, Stephen A. See, Stephen A., you gave me this job. I'm going to prove to you I'm still trying to keep our show growing by me keep these conversations going. See, I'm going to keep First Take coming out when I'm on YouTube. You know, earlier we had a discussion, and I'm going to just keep it. That's my job, to build it up. They wasn't doing that. They thinking I'm with Disney, I'm straight, I'm getting this check. As long as we with Disney, bro, we good. We got our contract. Come on YouTube, get some extra money, and just do what everybody else do. These fools interviewing Sukiyana. They interviewing low-level people, Blueface, Offset, anybody. No. Now y'all stuck on here. That's how it's going to work. You're stuck. Either y'all going to Fox, but I doubt it. Let's go. So Pat McAfee, he does a lot. He ain't got a team. It ain't just about him. But he actually does a lot of stuff. This man rests. He does a lot. He entertains. And he gives the people what they want. Sports. That's it. So say it. That's all it is. Nothing else. So people trying to say, no, this is the thing. He's for his people. Get it? He got the bag because you got to remember viewership. All people watch. So that's why I was telling you. First Take it was a black show. That's why it came on 10 a.m. It's a black show. Meanwhile, what I'm trying to tell you is, with Skip Bayless on there, it was mixed viewership. Then it became look, man, they let Stephen A. do it. They let this show become an all-black show, and that's how I knew it was going to crash, y'all. It became one-dimensional in a time where things were very multi-dimensional. And Stephen A. gets the money because his job is for the black viewership, and his job is for the other viewership. But really, he gets diverse viewership because he got blacks on the show. All right, so, and he always he interviewed black everybody. So, another thing, I'm going to tell you this right here, Stephen A. I'm going to tell you another thing with y'all. Pat McAfee get bigger interviews than y'all. Stephen A., you don't get no big interviews. That's part of y'all thing right there. Same thing with you, Cam Newton. Y'all get low-level interviews. He get top-level interviews. Here's the difference. Pat McAfee get top celebrity. He get top A-listers. He get top news. He get top everything. Get it? When the last time you saw Stephen A. do a blockbuster interview? As long as Stephen A. been on TV, how many great interviews did he do his whole life? All that stuff means something. What interview did Stephen A. do that went viral? All that stuff means something online, y'all. Told you, when you're online, it means organicness. See that? Cam Newton, how many organic interviews he did went viral? Ryan Clark, how many? Okay. That's what it's about. Numbers. All they care about is numbers. Why you think Pat McAfee could dress how he want and curse is because of the numbers. If you want to be technical, he actually bailed ESPN out when they were flopping during the pandemic. That's what happened. He bailed them out. And when that happened, I knew Shannon and all was gone. I knew it was going to happen, y'all. What they didn't understand was they had set a new marker. Meaning, if you ain't keeping up with him, you ain't passing him, you ain't nowhere in his league, you out of here. Because he was the exposure of what? Grinding YouTube and then transition that viewership to national television, y'all. That's what he did. So I keep telling you, you're going to make everything about race, and that's why you're going to stay a loser. See, Stephen A., you made the show all about race. Guys, I don't want to keep seeing y'all go to HBCU colleges. Who want to see that? It's corny. All right? Grown-ass man. Let's go. So like I said, they all hanging together now, y'all. I'm showing you because now, hopefully, some of y'all to get the things I said throughout the years. Not trying to be a broken record. I was telling you this is a saga, a series. It's going to play out day by day, week, month by month, year and year until it's all over. It's not all over, but I was telling you the grand pyramid that was the code of this entertainment field. I told you one by one, they all going to drop. They all had a name that is not no more. Robert Griffin III was one of the biggest names in football. He was supposed to be the LeBron James in football. He got his NFL career ended early and he got kicked off ESPN. Jamel Hill kicked off ESPN. Bart Scott kicked off ESPN yesterday. Cam Newton kicked off ESPN. Ryan Clark kicked off ESPN. Is that a mistake? No, it's not. Pat McAfee got a bigger bag. They probably gave Stephen A. a couple dollars too. Meanwhile, you see them all hanging together? What you know about all three of them? Don't answer my question. What do you know about all three? They all three have something in common. What is it? Well, I'll give you a hint. They ain't where they used to be at no more. If you pay attention, they all trying to prove a point or something. They all have been what? Taking more pictures than ever and stirring up controversy. But the reality, are they winning right now? Are they the favorite? You want to get a clue? When I say the favorite, Pat McAfee is one of the favorites right now. He's one of them. Are they one of the favorites? So like I told you, the reason why a lot of people can't transition forward because everything of your past haunts you and is your roadblock. Everything of the past, which is not no more, you still attached to. That's why you don't get nothing new. When I told you, we was in a world of you pick your favorites who you like, that's cool, but everybody you picked and liked, they're not winning no more. And half of them are not even relevant no more. And I'm going to say it again. The only way they're staying relevant by keep posting pictures online. Other than that, they don't exist. You got it? Now Cam Newton, he ain't going to be seen no more. Only online, y'all. That's it. Cam Newton, he got kicked off BT and ESPN. Show you he's straight trash. Showing you, I'm going to say those views ain't real. But like I say, I know what they with marketing companies, guys. The gimmick, the part of the marketing scheme is you're not going to see them with low numbers. But you got the proof. Follow the money. They getting fired, not hired. No, these companies need numbers. How many times I said there's many companies hiring? They can work with FanDuel. Amazon Prime got sports. Let me prove it to you again. Michael Irvin, he got a sports show new on Netflix. So why did Netflix give Michael Irvin some new money? Bingo, because Michael Irvin is relevant. So I'll tell you how it worked. Remember Michael Irvin kept getting fired? Everybody turned their back on Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin worked for Netflix. So meaning he got a new deal, new contract, new deal. New deal mean new money. When in this game, if you ain't got a new deal, you ain't got a deal, you ain't relevant. That's why I was trying to tell you. Anybody could be a YouTuber, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It ain't had nothing to do with having no deal. Same thing I took. Gil, all of them play their contract games. Bro, you all YouTubers, all right? It's that simple. Get a contract with a major network. Major network mean major sponsors. If the major sponsors ain't touching you, you ain't no good. LeBron James calls big brother Jay-Z. LeBron is finally admitting what we already figured out around here. You see everything Jay-Z did in the rap game, LeBron did in the basketball game. Jay-Z set the narrative. He's to go to. Remember, it was Biggie, Nas, Wu-Tang, Tupac. He made the conversation. Jay-Z, Biggie, Nas. He made that whole thing up, y'all. Same way LeBron made up. He's to go over Michael Jordan. Question is, who believes it all? Not me. I never believed neither one of these characters. Never did. Ain't my fault. I knew better. Ain't my fault. They the type of guys was put in place to stop me from being great. I knew a lot of great people. But once I understood greatness started getting controlled after 2000, I just said, screw all y'all. Y'all can have the game. Y'all can have it all. Who cares? Because we knew what time it was, y'all. No, y'all only where you at for favoritism. Now it's being exposed. Favoritism. Why? Somehow y'all don't look the same. And somehow, when we really looking at these advancements, okay, y'all, here's your proof, which y'all don't get. Let me show you pride come before the fall. And when you proud, you nothing to be when you're so proud, there's nothing to be proud of. Okay, LeBron, you the GOAT. You was proud of yourself. Number one question is 2026. Is the NBA better? Did LeBron James make the NBA better? Holler at me in the chat, y'all. Yes or no? Simple question. Well, you see a result, right? Hey, how many Americans in the urban community love basketball still? How many of your youngsters got a basketball in the house? I remember this guy named Jordan played in them. I remember every house you went to had a basketball. Man, I remember when Jordan them played and all them, man. I remember my brother played basketball every day. It didn't even matter how tough a dude was. Man, dude played basketball every day. Seems to me, since LeBron and the GOAT, people start playing less. All right. Look at the game now. Did he make the game better or worse? All right. Now let's ask about Jay-Z. You see where the rap game at now? Don't act stupid. Since he been the GOAT of hip-hop, rap, whatever, did the game get better? Whoever's the best supposed to inspire. Did the rap game get better? That's the question. Or is it worse? You mean mumble rapping happened when Jay-Z was around? Yep. Oh, but what they ain't going to tell you is when all that mumble rap came out, when all that trash was coming out, he was getting paid off streaming. So since he was getting paid off streaming the trash, he didn't care about the trash. That's why you're going to see Jay-Z never open up his mouth to go against that trash. He went against T-Pain because T-Pain was winning with auto-tunes, but you never heard Jay-Z say, man, that drill rap is trash. Man, trap rap, oh, that stuff trash. Mumble rap, oh, that stuff trash. He never said it. Why? Streaming. That's why. They got rich off all that streaming music, but they all knew it was trash. All right? You got it now? So the question is, did they make the cultures better? Simple question. And that's how you will see the end result. Cultures get better, y'all. Check your history. When greatness comes around, cultures get better. I don't care what era you go to. When greatness is around, the people start becoming greater. But remember, you guys hate the word great. Remember, you hate the word great. So now amongst you, it's a bunch of losers and sorry-ass people. Lesser. You don't like great. You like lower, lesser. See that? People want to make things great. You want to keep things low level. That's them. You keep things low level so you can control it. And you stay great. That's how it is, man. Also, me noticing on recent pictures from before, now Jay-Z looked like he more stressed than before. He actually looked more stressed. He actually looked like he put on more weight and he's a little more stressed. Yeah. That's why, remember I said, I don't know why he cut his hair and all that. He looked like he was better off before. He looked like he was in a better space before. Ever since this stuff happened, he been looking stressed. Like all this work, all this other stuff, this hair, I ain't gonna lie, it's like that hair thing threw him out of loop. It's like that hair thing just threw him out. I think that hair thing stressed him out. Yeah. Top of the top, y'all. LeBron James credit Jay-Z for teaching him how to move. So now, he said Jay-Z taught him how to move. So let's look at how did LeBron James actually move in the NBA? He moved like a tyrant, just like Jay-Z, right? Now you finally got it? When I told you, Jay-Z owned media companies, media mogul. LeBron owned media companies. Same formula. You're going to see it. Jay-Z has public defenders. Charlemagne, Joe Button. LeBron James had public defenders. Rich Paul, Shannon Sharp, same thing. Told you. They understood when you repeat something over and over, the lie becomes the truth. So he kept saying, who's the best? Jay-Z, Biggie, not. But he was never at the top of that conversation, ever. Ever. Only after they were dead. And he took Tupac off the list. Got it? Because it really was Biggie, Tupac, and Nas. Now, same thing with him. LeBron James, he disrespected all the greats. It wasn't just Jordan. He tried to wipe Kareem Abdul, everybody out of history. They act like I wasn't a baby boy knowing one time Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the greatest basketball player of all time. I remember it was a time you couldn't go a name without hearing that name. Man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the first Muslim name I ever knew. Facts. You know what I'm saying? But they act like he never existed. That's because of LeBron, man. Told you, their job was to write y'all greatness out of history. If they did anything, that's what they did. With a young generation, they got amnesia. They don't know nothing because of them. What if I said they both did the same thing, was brainwash the new generation? That's about it. Because what y'all don't get is it was many great people before them. The question is a lot of great people going to come after them? It don't look like it. But before them, it was many great people before them. And I would tell LeBron to his face and everybody else, my favorite basketball player was always Patrick Ewing, and that's who it's always going to be. I never liked Michael Jordan. All right? I respect Jordan. My favorite player was always, if you want to be technical, man, I'll be honest. I think it was Patrick Ewing and then Charles Barkley. I like the dudes that bang in the paint. I like the dudes that was tough. That was me. Real talk. So I used to like Charles Barkley too. They try to play Charles Barkley like he a scrub. Why? Because it came into this era of you ain't got no rings. You ain't got no rings. And that tells you the same thing. LeBron, look, let me shout it. Because LeBron said that, you're going to see how he trained and shaped and molded them. When Jay-Z career was all about what? Platinum records, albums, sales. He got the most money. He got the most money. Albums, sales. What was LeBron about? He's a billionaire. He got rings chasing, rings. But meanwhile, nothing to do with talent, nothing to do with winning, ducking competition, ducking smoke. We all know LeBron James is playing selective games. I would watch him duck out. This game coming, he know he's gonna lose. He'll duck out. Come back a weak game, my leg, all that. Same thing with Jay-Z, strategically dropping albums. Nas drops, he dropped. They did the same thing. They monopolized and controlled their competition. Made all their competition their friends. The last step Jay-Z taught LeBron. Let's take a look. Well, Jay-Z knew Nas on his ass, made him his friend. Every rapper that he had conflict with back in the day, Fat Joe, Cameron, whatever you want to say, Jadakiss, 50, whatever you want to say, made him their friend, made him his friend. LeBron James, Steph Curry coming to wipe his ass out, any player coming, all these good guys coming, he be their friend. They understand the art of neutralizing your competition. You neutralize them, make them your friend. Meanwhile, Jordan didn't do that, tear your head off. Rappers tore your head off. No such thing as rappers being friends without tearing your head off. Told you that's hip-hop. They control the competition, which made it corny, which made it fake and wrestling and bogus. That's why it didn't inspire a new generation, right? Because it's not great. Greatness inspires. Don't ever get it twisted. They didn't inspire nothing. They controlled. And these two guys had the most corporations behind them in American history. No other black talent had as much corporation power behind them as these two. So if you want to crown them for anything, these are the facts. They made the most money for corporations of all time. When it comes to your people, they made the most money for corporations ever. That's what they did. The question is, which I ain't gonna ask, but not a coincidence, both of their neighborhoods still poor. So I tell you, ain't nothing to be proud of, y'all. LeBron has admitted Jay-Z taught him everything. Now you see they both got the same result. Therefore, they got to hang together. And everybody on this channel, you got it clear. The art of going nowhere. All right? Y'all now see the art of going nowhere play out once again. They did all that to end up back together again doing nothing. Which means they back to where they started. Greatness does not hang together every day. That's called basic and mediocre. All right? So there you got it. And what else you proved, LeBron? You didn't advance with no new friends in this game. You didn't network enough. Jay-Z, you proved the same thing. You didn't advance. Khaled, you didn't advance. None of y'all advanced. Y'all thought y'all want to take pictures online forever and be praised. Now, let's go on to this. Academics is still on Jay-Z's heels. But academics comes to bring clarity of what some of this Drake stuff is about. All right. So for those who didn't know, it is very multi-dimensional. While I assume in others why they don't like Drake. We're gonna just stop playing. Jay-Z, when you gonna declare war against Drake? You did it against Nas, bro. You did it against Nas. All right? When you gonna do it to Drake? Because the word is, Hov, you've been ducking Drake for a long time. You don't want no smoke, straight up. That's the word, Hov. You gotta have the same energy for Nas and T-Pain. Academics reveals that he spoke to one of the most powerful music executives in the industry who wanted to discuss act being gaslit, and confirms that the beef between Jay-Z and Drake goes back to when Drake refused to join Tidal and instead opted to partner with Apple Music. I believe that because if you go back to when he got Tidal, that's going to be about the time when Drake got into that beef with Meek Mill. Told you, man, I remember all that. Told you they had a plan. You don't get down with him, somehow you're going to get slandered. Somehow something bad will happen to your ass. Told you, everybody knows this, man. I already knew this stuff already. That's why I was tired of Nicki. Nicki got tricked. Drake said no. Nicki went with the program and got jerked. Didn't get this part. Now they shedding light. Now what I do know, Drake already turned him down twice for the Super Bowl. And after that beef, when he turned him down that time, Kendrick went at his ass. So he turned down Apple. They tried to expose Drake. He don't write his own raps. It was right after that. Got it? I also think they might be behind getting XXX to go at him. Why? They was in Miami. They was in Florida. They been New Kodak Black, all of that. Tell y'all the secrets of this industry is Florida. Yes, that whole era, Florida with all the secrets at. That's right. Trust me when I tell you, young Miami city girls, they already knew them people, y'all. There's a lot of things happen out of Miami, y'all. Trust me on that. Right? Now I'm saying that because Ace Hood been crying out about how he got jerked. No, y'all. They was down there taking advantage of people down there. The headquarters just got sold last week. Yeah. Hey, who else? We'll get back into that. There's a lot of things going on in that Florida, y'all. Now, here you got it. When Drake turned down that Tidal, you're going to see they leaked online what? He don't write his raps. Can you now see how these devices were used for nothing but poison? This is why I said I'm done with them. I'm done with that community on that side. When it comes to content, I don't even want to see their face. They have used the devices for so much negativity, that's all they got left. So being that they didn't use it for positivity and building and networking, that's why they all looking stupid at the same characters with all these old-ass stories. All right? Because they used it to destroy people's career and people's credibility, people everything. All right? To keep their old show going, everything new had to always be clips. Pop, 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 pop. Anything new, get it. Pop, pop, pop. Anything new, gun it down. Rah. Anything new, get it out of here. That's the whole formula. So, now, this is the greatness of it all. You see how they try to stop Drake so much, he still won, y'all. That's why I say it hurts even more. He's hurt. He knows Drake when Drake wasn't even a rapper. That's why he hurt the most. This man was able to meet Drake when he wasn't a rapper on a TV show. Then watch Drake become bigger than him. That hurt his ego and pride, y'all. That hurt all of them. You must understand, Drake was with them before he blew up. He told you he admired, he looked up. That is the most hurting part. Same thing I told you with Kanye. This guy remembers when Kanye was a nobody. You come in at Rockefeller all happy, green. You ain't got a penny in your pocket. He able to see that. You was nobody. You looking up to me, but then you blow up and pass me. He don't like that, but it happened. He couldn't take it, y'all. His pride. Saying they were LeBron, their pride. That's why you see them very prideful, but you didn't want to acknowledge their fall. They all fell, y'all, because of their pride. The young generation is against them because of their pride. Everybody's against them because of their pride, y'all. They didn't want to accept people was better than them. People was over them, and they didn't want to accept this thing called it's other people's turn. So their prideful ways of not humbling themselves, whether it's to a new generation, a new whatever, They wanted to stay in power, but them staying in power now turned into their embarrassment. That's all it is. And that's why they all have to hang together and keep taking pictures. All right? That's what it's all about, y'all. They're not organically winning. They're not organically trending. What's the next event? We have nothing left. You get it? So, this is why I'm telling people, these are all old topics. Do you see Desiree in the background the other day? Another thing people try to say, I don't know if it's a fact or a rumor, but I did kind of hear some stuff. They try to say that ain't really his company like that. Meaning they try to say, well, they run it for real. But also something that I saw before, it was said that she was sent to work for that label. Like it was said, like she was sent to work there, like he didn't have a choice. I don't know. But you see her right there, right? All right. Let's go. Now, something else I didn't get. This is why they separate the races. They separate and make it a racial thing so you won't get the big picture, y'all. In your country, you must put it all together. These are the things I've been telling you. Now, you don't got to be the smartest person. Y'all all have been seeing Bill Belichick get embarrassed. Let me find out you didn't know the whole time Bill Belichick was dating that young lady, he was being hazed. Let me find out y'all didn't get that Bill Belichick had to get payback for what he did to Tommy. When he tried to get rid of Tom Brady, he created enemies and a big grudge. And when he fell out with Robert Kraft, a big grudge. This is why Bill Belichick had to be hazed, disrespected, and humiliated. He is a Hall of Famer, 7+ championships, and he couldn't get a job in NFL, y'all. They made him go coach in college with a young girl. He's dating in college. His girlfriend is about 22. No, he been getting embarrassed, y'all. So you thought Bill Belichick was going to get embarrassed, but nobody else. Told y'all been asleep. And I kept telling you a million times, the difference in y'all community is they're going to work every day to convince you that they're not Bill Belichick too. Their whole thing is to keep trying to convince you that they're still good, but they're not. And I always tell you, other people do not have to convince you nothing. They don't care. Bill don't care what the hell you think about him. He knows what's going on. He messed up. He's being embarrassed. Bill Belichick is not praised as great no more, y'all. Neither is your favorite rappers. Neither is your favorite entertainers, y'all. It's the truth. It's everybody that fell. It's a group of them that fell out of grace, y'all. And I got to use these different examples for you. It ain't just Cam Newton. It ain't just Ryan Clark. It's also Bill Belichick. Now, y'all all knew the greatness of Bill Belichick. Now you see Tom Brady running around, but you don't see them together. And when he couldn't get a job as a damn coach, that was telling you he's finished, y'all. So when you put it together, it's a group of people that have been dismantled, and they're not great no more because they've been hazed, and they have fell from grace. And if you pay attention, you will just clearly see it's from a certain era they were great. Oprah is the main one that uses AI to trick everybody. But now, y'all, we're going to get a laugh. Oprah Winfrey is telling stories, fairy tales. And hopefully a lot of y'all know that she don't like certain complexions. Yeah, Oprah, if you're not light in the paper bag, Oprah don't like you, I think. So nobody believes nothing Oprah says. She don't have no proof. Oprah, I believe that I'm just going to leave it alone. Here we go, y'all. Oprah's a man. Told you, man, she won't stop witching, man. She will not stop her lives. Oprah is still trying to male bash, fellas. That's what I mean. We know for a fact she don't like men like that. Because her whole career was persuading women against men, and she's been trashing men. Now she has made up the most horrific story for clout, y'all. Let's take a look at what Oprah said, and you ask yourself, do you believe this story? Oprah admits she stayed in a toxic relationship in her younger days. But this is how I look at media, y'all. As soon as I see Oprah's face, then I see the word toxic. This is why I tell you why I don't want to see our face or watch our news. Some always toxic with y'all. Bad, dark, evil, wicked, sorrow. So now, y'all, Oprah wants to portray the role that she was like the average woman that was in toxic relationships. Oprah, we have no proof of none of your relationships at all. Let's go, Oprah. You told Harpo to beat me. Now, it's funny, yesterday we were just talking about silly, and I also brought up Miss Sophia. Yeah. Beyonce is silly. Now, Oprah, this is when you really became a superstar. And I don't think you had a lot of men back then either. But we're going to go to your story because you're making up story. Your story sounds like you read it from a book because you are a damn book reader now, Oprah. You sell books and your story sound like a book. Now, let's check it out, y'all. Oprah is trying to make it like she was in love with a man so much, he ready to leave her. She grabbed the car and said, no, don't leave. And then the dude dragged her down the block. All right. She said, I was a fool for many years when it came to men and recalled the humiliating moment that forced her to confront how much of herself she had lost chasing that man. The story that landed hardest involved an unnamed former boyfriend, and a breakup scene that sounded painful even decades later. And it sounds horrible what he did to you, Oprah. According to Winfrey's account, during the podcast, the man got into his car and began driving away while she desperately held on to the bumper. Her knees scraped against the gravel as residents of the apartment complex watched the ordeal unfold. Oprah said a man dragged her by a car. Do you hear this, y'all? I've never in my life heard a woman love a man so much. She grabs the bumper of the car and gets dragged down the street. All right, Oprah, let's keep it going. Let's go. Man, it's a good-ass story, Oprah. Make a movie. All right? Before driving away, the man reportedly told her, with you, baby doll, is you think you're special. Instead, rejecting an insult, Oprah said she responded, no, I'm not special. That answer captured the deeper problem. She was not simply trying to save the relationship. She was agreeing to becoming smaller so that the relationship will continue to last. Meaning, Oprah's trying to say, woman, you don't never degrade yourself to a man because I went so low at one time, woman, and you don't get this low. All right, y'all. Harpo will not stop lying. Harpo will not stop, y'all. Oprah is so much in the trash, she actually make up stories for content now, man. This is sad. Question is, y'all, do y'all believe this story? Do y'all believe this story? Oprah is telling us a story about an old boyfriend with no name. No name. Family, excuse me, ma'am, miss. If a man dragged you from a car, you at least say his name. This MF or so-and-so. Where's the name, Oprah? Oprah, I'm looking at you back in the day. I do not believe you was dating nobody like that. Or I'm going to say if you was dating somebody, you knew what time it was. No. Oprah, I believe they got you from somewhere. And they said back in the day, you're going to be the face. Oprah, do you think I believe a man dragged you back in the day? Do you think I believe that? Oprah, you actually look better now than back in the day. Do you think I believe? Guys, she said this a shot. Look, y'all, let me be clear with this. She calling herself speaking up for battered woman. She's trying to gaslight battered woman as a gimmick. That's what she's doing, y'all. So she's trying to make up a horrible story that happened to her as a female. In the history of your life, y'all, especially my people from the hood, it don't matter. Did you ever see a woman grab a bump of a driving car and get dragged down the street? I love her. Will you please don't leave? I love you. You ain't never seen that. There go Oprah, man. Oprah is a hellified book teller. But what she forgot, Oprah, you write scripts. You also was down with a filthy-ass movie called Precious. That movie, never saw that happen in real life. Oprah, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. It's a fat lie. 2 minutes after that, it's a fact. Nobody believes Oprah, y'all. Nobody believes her. Every time she opens her mouth, she get roasted. This woman said she got dragged down the block by a car and the whole neighborhood saw it. No name of no boyfriend, no name of the neighborhood, because anything she say name, she gonna get exposed. Oprah, I'm gonna say you didn't grow up in no community. You ain't, man, stop it. Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. Oprah been using Photoshop. Oprah need to stop, y'all. Here's a quarter, Oprah. Call someone who cares. Nobody cares. Is she dyeing her skin too? Who the Hell cares, Oprah? I ain't nobody tell you. Every time she talk, I will show you how the same response. Meaning she is so irrelevant, she has to make up stories. It's a fat lie. Oprah, you ain't been dragged down the street. Then if I want to be petty, we can prove you wrong right now, Oprah. I guarantee you, you don't have no scars on your legs at all. Because remember, y'all, if she got dragged down the block, her legs will still have the marks. Damn it, I had to get stitches in my knee at 6 years old. I fell off a bike in glass. It's still a big-ass mark on my right knee. All right? So I don't want to hear that. If she got dragged down the block, her legs should be toe up. Oprah, you're getting older. You're telling stories. No, I'm always tell y'all, family, this out of love. She wanted a woman that been banking on that skin color, being low IQ forever. They don't want to respect and acknowledge that people are more smarter than them now. They don't want to get it through their head. I'm talking to her and Jay-Z and everybody else. Nobody's buying a crap because the people might be smarter than y'all now. That's how highly educated people have become. Period. Y'all saw woke movements, right? Okay, meaning people are more conscious, aware, smart, fact-checking, researching more than ever. So you're not just going to trick people. They from the era, Oprah's from the era where they tricked our people on TV. It was easy to tell lies. You can't do that no more. Oprah, they can fact check, see what school you went to. They can fact check, see exactly what, if you went to this school, that means you was zoned here. You had to live in this neighborhood. People can find all that out. They feel like it. Oprah, when you going to stop lying to people, Oprah? Oprah, you're going to burn. You've been lying to those people with that complexion for almost 50 years now. You won't stop. Meaning these stories are just a little example of lies she's been telling. Oprah said she was dragged by a car by a man she was so in love with back in the day, y'all. Do you believe it? All right. Now, today, make sure y'all look at Oprah's legs. Google her legs. You ain't going to see nothing. All right, let's go. Told you, man. Oprah, you was raised. They found you somewhere. I know what happened to you. You did not grow up with you're not from the culture at all. You're not. You was going to be a face. And you show it. Now, my thing is this. Do you believe that story with Oprah? Do you believe that no. Just stop. We're going to leave it at that, y'all. Oprah's done, y'all. She actually has to lie to be relevant now. She got to make up stories. Now let's go to Bill. You see how them pudding pops look now? But I ain't going to lie. Back in the day, them pudding pops was good. I don't know why they stopped making them. All right, y'all. I'm showing y'all the connection. The Billionaires Falling Club. All right? The Billionaires Falling Club. Yeah, Oprah might still got money, but she is so irrelevant. People don't even want to see her face. It is not just her. It's everybody you love. They tired of them, y'all. Their time is up. Let me give you a clue. Their time is up. Their time is up. Their time is up. All right? You got it? Their time is up. Make it more clear for you. Their time is up. All right? They made too many enemies as well. And on top of that, they won't stop lying. And, man, they tricked those people so bad. Man, they have deceived that skin color so bad. They should not even be showing their face, period. Let's go. Now look at these pudding pop commercials. No, y'all. Everybody that was accused, y'all said they was innocent. Everybody. Every single person. Michael, Robert, Billy. Everybody's innocent. But then when it gets proven otherwise, or no, y'all. Bill is going, Now they going through all his accounts. I think they trying to make sure Bill ain't hiding no money. I think the plan is to leave Bill all the way broke. Disgrace Bill Cosby's cash, royalties, and bank accounts become a target, y'all. Now they shaking down his royalties to see how much money he got coming in every month. They making sure he ain't got no cash. Because remember, Bill Cosby from that era, y'all, old school. Don't get it twisted. This is what y'all better not get twisted. Bill Cosby from the old era, cash. You know what that mean, y'all? A lot of them old heads in them mansions, they still got cash in their house. Get it? A lot of the old heads, y'all, they still got cash in them safes, in them mansions. They know that. Remember, people that was keeping cash, old heads, they didn't transfer that money over. You know what I'm saying, y'all? You keep money in the crib since the 80s, 90s, 2000s. You keep money at the crib. You ain't taking that to no bank to change it over. They know that. So a lot of them still have money in the house. Trust me. So now you seeing, right? Bill getting a full shakedown. They about to leave Bill for broke, y'all. Straight up. Because right now he owed like $59 million. So now you see, right? Now also remember, due to AI analytics, all this could be tracked. What else could be tracked? What people don't get? They also now have technology that is color-coded, and they can see exactly if you got money in your house. Yep, because now they can scan your house, and the money will come up in a certain color. Yep, this is how they know everybody who's stacking cash in the house. This is when I told you it's a different form of policing. No, police don't got to knock on your door no more. They can come outside your house and scan your whole house. They know how many firearms you got. They come up a certain color. They know if you got cash in your house, it come up a certain color. They know if you got drugs in your house, it comes up a certain color. A lot of y'all still didn't get it yet, rebellious on tech. No, y'all. When they can go outside your house right now, scan your house, know exactly how many people in there. They can see your ass in the bed through X-ray technology. You can see your whole house, how many people there. That technology is also used when they started trying to figure out this trafficking. Being that people were trafficking and kidnapping people, they were able to see the hostages. So that's why they can stay in Chicago, Philly. They can place, they got basements. This is how they was able to see in Chicago. They keep people in that basement over there. There's people in that basement. They hiding people in trailers. They hiding people in attics. Scan house, scan technology. It tracks humans, money, firearms, drugs, which means they can fly over Bill Cosby's house with certain technology and see if he got cash in that house. That's how it works now, y'all. Told you, man, there's no more secrets, no more hiding, no more none of that. Told you everything is nothing but proven facts. No more hiding. I told you, AI technology was to stop all scammers, liars, finesses, cheaters, and anybody that's a predator. AI is watching 24/7, scanning, controlling, patrolling. That's why a lot of these celebrities are flopping, getting canceled, because AI technology is exposing their fake numbers. AI technology is actually showing the proof that they're not generating the dollars they claim. It's proven that they're not getting the streams they claim. It's proven that they're not really viral for real like that. AI technology is the human fact checker that no human will beat. Got it? All right. So now, right, when you see them trying to get billed for everything, you understand what this is about. It says his cash, tracking his cash, royalties inside his accounts, not just bank accounts. His royalties is all the money he makes from all the movies he did, all the TV shows, all his work. They tracking all of that. Got it? So you got your clue. The plan is to leave Bill for broke. That's another thing people don't get. He older. He wasn't going to get all that time, but Bill Cosby money is ruined. So here what they saying about Bill, they should take everything that he has, money and property, just to show y'all everybody does not feel the same way about Bill Cosby that you do. Everybody look at Bill like he did most of that stuff. Why? He even admitted it. Bill said, I don't remember. That's how we got down back then. He admitted it. So it was all a plan, y'all. Everybody that got accused, y'all paraded and championed them. But then y'all will always take y'all negative energy towards everybody else. That's why now the game is over, y'all. They not cutting them no more checks because the image is messed up. Whatever you think people represent, the rest of the world don't look at it like that. You see that household brand? That's back in the day. The world look at them exactly how they look at them. Meaning, the rest of the world don't look at them like you do. If I don't know Jay-Z raps, I don't look at them like you do. I don't watch basketball. I don't feel the same way about LeBron you do. Are you getting this? All right. That's why I said, hey, guys, I don't watch Oprah. You do. So I don't feel the same way about, you get it? Meaning, you must look at how the rest of the world looks at this. These are y'all heroes. Y'all give them passes. Y'all make excuses. Y'all turn your head. But everybody else is done with them. This is why I will always show you this so you get it clear. Everybody else is done with them. They are not the majority. They are the super minority. And nobody wants to see their face or hear their mouth. That's why they're kicked off television. You got it? All right. Bart Scott, fired from ESPN. Jamel Hill, fired already. Robert Griffin, fired. I'm showing you the pattern. They always going to get kicked off. Cam Newton interviewing rayj. Cam Newton, did you think you interviewing rayj was a good look for First Take, ESPN, and Disney? Idiots. They working for ESPN, but when they on YouTube, they interviewing low-level nonsense trash. So therefore, they will forever be stuck on YouTube now. See that? They also are charged with not bringing viewership to major networks. Let's continue on, y'all. Let's continue on. Ladies, I got something good for y'all. Check it out. To bring y'all up to date, this channel, I'm very proud of that. I will stand on it. That is the greatness I want from this channel, really. But I had to perform low IQ. My whole thing is putting y'all on to everything new, modern, and what's popping, what's coming, what it means, how it's going to affect you, how it can affect you in a good way, and all of the things that this life has in store for you. Future, future, future. The past, salute to everybody else. I'm going to let y'all handle the past. My thing is present, future. Ladies, check this out. This is why there's no more such thing as a kitchen beautician. It's a reason why the tariffs came. The tariffs was to affect a lot of people. Everybody that banked on getting that hair from overseas, it was to stop their money. Why? They were charging $400 for braids in the black community. They were poor people charging poor people $500 a head. They were poor people charging people, mothers with kids, $300 for hair. Meanwhile, it's a reason why they all broke now, because they spent thousands on hair. And what happened was millions, they say about $6 billion was in the hair industry, but nobody in the hair industry was filing taxes because most of them were kitchen beauticians. So to stop that, they stopped all the shipments. They jacked up all the prices. Now, ladies, let me show you one of the new devices. All you hair braiders, kiss your ass goodbye. All you shops, see, it was a time you wanted your hair braided, you had to go to the urban community. But then it was a lot of pop-up shops of people from different countries. They started coming to urban communities, and they start charging urban people $400 for braids. My whole life, I seen women getting their hair braided for $80, $100, $120. They start paying $400, $500 for these braids because somebody else, I tell you, they got tricked with that motherland stuff. They're going to be so tricked up with the motherland, they're actually going to spend more money. They're going to give more money to people that come from poor countries. and then they're going to charge each other. No, ladies, that hair kept y'all broke. A lot of y'all, the hair is the reason why y'all broke now. All you got to do is add up all them hairstyles. That's a lot of thousands. Now, to show y'all all that game is over. Here you got it, ladies. Get you one. The automatic hair braider. And your hair shall come out on fleek. Guess what else? There's also so anybody could do it. Guess what? If I asked you what kind of lady was doing that, you think the same lady that do the nails. They got it set for you now, ladies. Get your hair and nails done at the same place. You know what that means? They taking all that money. You ain't going to top them braids in the crib. They got a way to do them faster and cheaper. Bye-bye. Anybody make money off doing hair? Goodbye. Don't feel bad. Told you I'm a barber. I been got out that game. Meaning I'm still a barber, but I knew that money was going to sink. Once they started doing YouTube videos, once everybody started trying to be a barber, a gimmick, a fad, I said, man, I ain't doing this lame, man. I'm out of here, man. It's enough. Got it? Here you go, ladies. You got it. You buy one of those, never had to worry about get paid to get your hair braided again. So even if that machine worth $1,000 is worth it. You never have to worry about it again. Your kids' hair will be fresh. Then you got it. But I want you to get, you see our complexion? This to make all of them unemployed. Yep. Because don't forget, you know what the plan is too? Remember all that running up in the hair store, stealing hair bundles, robbing hair stores? They making it where hopefully y'all don't got to never come in the hair store again. Hopefully. Yeah. All this is for y'all community, y'all. They took all y'all hustles, all y'all trade, all y'all hustles. You got it? The automatic hair braider, y'all. I'm talking about fast. Guys, you put it in the hair like a comb. As you going down, it's braiding it quick. You ain't beating that. So I told you, technology runs the world, y'all. Technology. That's my whole point, to put all y'all in the loop. So a mother with multiple daughters, she's going to save a lot of money with that. You never got to pay nobody again, ma'am. So everybody that was a kitchen beautician, kiss your ass goodbye. Hey, all you braiders from the motherland in the hood, might as well pack your bags. But most of them, they ran and left because they was illegal. Ladies, what if I told you a lot of y'all were going to shops, giving them y'all money, and they was illegal and they ain't paying not one bit of tax? That's why y'all hood suffering right now, y'all. Y'all was supporting non-taxpayers too. Yep. So here you got it. So remember last week we spoke about how Teyana is nothing really but a model? She's back to being a model. What she better understand is, just because you made it in that movie, you ain't make it that far. This is what I was telling y'all about her always trying to be around Jay-Z and everybody. She talking about Jay-Z, thanks for the opportunity. I'm like, Teyana, you made it already. You a household name. Why are you praising Jay-Z at the wrong time? It's about you. They supposed to be praising you. They supposed to be happy you came to that stage. You relevant now. Once again, I'll show you again. Out of everybody in that BT, Teyana is the most one that's relevant right now. Right now. Relevant right now in all households. If you ask the average person in America, you know what Teyana is? Yeah, she was in that movie Leonardo, right? Yeah, bingo. She just got an award for that? Yes, that's her. She is the only one actually relevant right now as we speak. But every day, her stock is going down. Ever since she did that concert and messed up that verse, her stock going down. I want y'all, I'm telling you in real time, to watch Teyana. You watch her because she didn't make it as far as she thought she did. In reality, she's a model. Y'all know damn well she ain't making up a singing career. And you know it ain't just the acting. This is why I said she must do some new movies soon. She needs to do a good movie, clean movie, to big up her acting status. If she does not do that, she'll be back on a low level. Stuck in BT. Now, this man told you he won't stop. And you're going to see everything dealing with the diddlerists. Shh. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't got the same energy they did before. That's why I say before it's like it was a campaign. Put him in jail. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. Please get rid of Diddy. Please get rid of the boogeyman. Please get him out of here. Please. It's like that's what it was, y'all. Everybody, get him out. Please let him go. Let him. That's how I know he was tormenting their ass. And we laughed at Diddy in that Pennywise suit. We know he was. You can now see. Everybody wanted him to go. Please just leave Diddy. Get him out of here. But it's not the same energy for everybody else. So I was just like, it's weird to me Because we laughed at all of them the same at the same time. Let's go. But something, I told you, was favoritism. It looked like somebody turned the whole internet against Diddy. That's what it looked like. Sean Diddy Combs claims prison is preventing him from preparing his lawsuit defense, as rapper wants more time. So allegedly, he's trying to fight these lawsuits, but allegedly, it's being rushed. So yeah, it's a lot going on with him. It's a lot going on behind the scenes, but it's all media blackout. It's not the same energy. See, the energy was to get his ass in that prison. See it now, right? Tell you they all exposed. You'll see, soon as this man went to prison, it's been a whole year, then they start coming back outside. Then they start doing all this talking. Then they start doing all these events. Now they doing it, not before. Before they were man, they disappeared. I don't even know if they were still on this planet. They were going to UK. They were hanging out in Paris. They were hanging out everywhere. See that? When Diddy was in that courtroom in New York, it wasn't in New York like that. Kanye went to that court. They was at Yankee Stadium, but they ain't go nowhere near that courtroom. When Diddy was in court, they ain't want to go to that state. These are facts. That's why I say they was able to show me who run the show, because when he got his time, they start moving again. They start talking again. No. All I'm going to say is this. What I see, it ain't over yet. It ain't over till it's over. And all I do, look to me like we've been watching Star Wars. Look to me like we've been watching Luke Skywalker against Darth Vader. Yeah. But most of their stuff is the fighting that happened behind the scenes. Something happened to y'all. But he got it. He still got all those lawsuits. But I noticed one thing. If somebody didn't want us to know when he's getting wins, like even when it's anything in his favor, they don't want us to know that. Anything bad, they put it out there. Diddy name mention with Snoop Dogg. Diddy son luck, but anything good or anything conspired, or anything funny, weird, they don't say nothing. That's how you know it's selected and picked. See that? They let you know he sold his property, but they ain't let you know they ain't giving him enough time to fight those lawsuits. So I'm just showing y'all something's going on. Oh, Cardi B, let me tell you today, Cardi B, I told you already. Cardi B, you got set up. Cardi B, I'll give you a clue. Whoever said it was a good publicity stunt for you to get with Stephon Diggs, you've been set up from day one. Stephon Diggs is exactly who he is. This ain't no false allegations. This is who he is. All right? He got it. If anybody know who that is, that's Jeffree Star thing, right? If anybody know who that person is he with, all right, you ain't got to be a genius. If you know what he being accused of now, who he was with, you ain't got to be a genius. No, Cardi B got set up. Told you Cardi B messed with him was to set her career back and embarrass her. You don't believe that? Let's rewind it. If Cardi B was never messed with Stephon Diggs, would she be in any drama right now? No. Is Cardi B never messed with Offset? Would she be in any drama now? No. Mind you, nobody else getting no drama, remember? They don't get no drama. But everybody else, somehow Megan always in drama. Every other female is always in drama, except for them. Got it? Cardi B, I'm telling you as a friend, if anybody suggested that you get with Stephon Diggs to help your career, I'm the one to tell you you've been set up. In this game they in, it's good news and bad news. It's a scale. The more bad news you get, your stock start crashing. The more good news you get, you start going forward. You will see Cardi might do something that she get this bad. Cardi fights more bad news online than anything else. That's what kept Cardi B distracted. See, Cardi B was actually winning for years, but she been wrapped up in so much negative controversy. In the end, it ruined her career, y'all. That's what happened. If you really pay attention, Cardi B never got a chance to be a good person, because if you really pay attention, she always had to beef and argue with other people's enemies. See? Other people's enemies. When Cardi B came in this game, we don't know if she had it set. She could have looked up to Nicki Minaj. When Megan came in this game, she could have looked up to Nicki Minaj. What did Megan spend her career doing? Going against Nicki Minaj. What is Megan known for? Negative news. When Megan first came out, was that the case? Nope. When Megan first came out, I saw them liking her. I saw them doing challenges. But when you get with certain people, you're going to be on the dark side. You're going to be with Darth Vader. You're going to be negative. So the reality is, I watched Cardi B and Megan get turned into dark characters. I watched everything, y'all. I watched when y'all loved Cardi B because she was organic from the streets. I had favoritism in Cardi B. She was repping the boys. All right, she was repping the red. She was repping the city and the town. She was looking good. She was doing her thing. She was on TV. She was doing her thing. Fresh air. Megan was something new. The same thing Cardi B did for Bronx, New York, the new generation. Megan was the new generation of Houston. But Houston, Texas, you're going to see something in Houston, Texas. For some reason, y'all can't have no new celebrities. For some reason. Some reason, Houston, it's not allowed for y'all to have more than one superstar. Can you get it? I know for a fact of this generation, Megan would have been bigger than Beyonce, y'all. She would have been. That's why you'll see, ever since she did that song Classic, she did that remix featuring Beyonce, you will see Megan has not been the same ever since. She just haven't, y'all. Because it was a game. It was a game, y'all. They know how to absorb your likes. I tell you, they really dark characters, y'all. They know how to absorb all your likes. And then when you finish, you will be a dark character like them. That's how they do it. You got a torch, they take your torch, and then they give you a little match. And they keep the torch. Y'all got it. So I'll tell you some formula. This is what Drake was fighting against, y'all. This is what Nickiminaj fought against. That's why I said when y'all put it together, you'll get it. This is why Drake left. Because you must know New York City, y'all. It's a New York thing. New York people. You got good New York people, you got bad New York people. Good New York people have 1,000% love in their heart, no matter how tough they act. But then you got New York people, they just foul individuals. They're greedy, they're money hungry, they'll slit your throat, cut your throat, they'll do a whole lot of stuff to you. And I know the cloth and era they come from. The cloth and era they come from is take. And the era they come from is, if I'm the man, nobody gonna be bigger than me. And I gave y'all a clue. That is what makes them abusive. That's why in my generation, we had to pull out firearms because there was an older generation that were abusive. Whether they were taking advantage, whether they want to hog everything up, whether they want to be the man forever and treat you like a little kid or a son. They have a control problem. That's why I told you everything they've been doing, I know what it is because I know the era they're from and they're from a certain place, the home of control. So when you deal with them, you're never going to be, meaning if some people, this is how people from New York, some people are, right? A power. You're going to play the role they want you to play, and that's it. Nothing higher, nothing less. You will play the position we want you to play. That's your job. Meaning, you're not going to be bigger than me. You're going to work for me. I don't care how big you get. You're going to work for me. See that? All right. That's the formula. So when she signed, which y'all also not getting, Jay Prince and them sold her ass. They got money for her. The managers get paid. They got money up front. They sold her ass. Because y'all didn't get the modern way of selling somebody was a management contract. You could have put somebody in a management contract for damn near. You a dancer? I put you in a contract. Sell you real quick. That's what they was doing, y'all. And my point is, you'll see. Here's the proof. Since she signed with them, did it get better or worse? Now, same thing happened to her, happened to Cardi. What did Megan go through? Man problems, Tory. What Cardi B going through? Male problems, Stephon Diggs. This is why Megan and Cardi B's career got ruined, y'all. It's never coming back. They shouldn't have to be. Let me show you how it's reversed, y'all. It's reverse. Megan and Cardi supposed to be on tour winning right now, followed by paparazzi. Beyonce is supposed to be in the house chilling, raising her kids. It's the other way around. Cardi B is in the house. The young people in the house, the old people outside, y'all. So y'all got the game all mixed up. Everybody screaming out 57 and 44 years old. The people that's 27, 28, just turned 30, they in the house with the kids. Because somebody put them in the house. Get it? So I'm just showing y'all, just know, everything happened to Cardi B was not a mistake. She got set up. Cardi B, whoever suggested it was a good career look to get with Stephon Diggs, you got set up. Now, what y'all didn't learn from Oprah, Megan, and Cardi, y'all didn't learn that the Oprah route gets you rich. What's that? The independent woman. See, to get money in a female in that game, you got to be an independent woman. Okay, you don't believe that? What was Beyonce's first hits? When Beyonce and them first became stars, who did they pander to? Independent woman. Who else? Single ladies. Why? Single ladies are the ones that got all the money. Independent woman, the one with all the money. That's why in this game, see, when you're independent, you get all the money. That's why the superstars are promoted as independent women. See that? Independent woman. She left Iman Shumpert, right? Becomes a star after that. Independent woman. Relationship woman, that means your career on ice. You don't believe that? Okay. Since Nicki been married, her career been on ice, right? All right. The single woman has the power in this game. The independent woman. Meaning she gets all the attention, all the clout. So it's a reason why everybody's where they at. They never claimed their independency in this game. So let's go back to the top. Because I had to show you, right? It ain't just no Cam Newton. It ain't Ryan Clark. They about to take all Bill money. They shaking down all his accounts. Bingo. Oprah's not relevant at all. She's making up stories to stay relevant. Getting caught lying. It's a fat lie. Talking about she got dragged by a car whole block. Now I'm asking y'all again. Do you think Cam Newton interviewing Ray was a good look? So now, after all the talking I said, hopefully a lot of y'all can get my perspective on what I was saying. The stuff they've been doing on YouTube does not generate views on First Take. The companies now can fact check. So now, all I know is Ryan Clark and Cam Newton's supposed to have all these numbers. But if it doesn't transition to TV, sales, merchandise, product, you know what they also told us? We don't care. Like in y'all department, we don't give a damn who watch y'all. But y'all not getting no real advertisers. And y'all are not transitioning into sales. We all can prove that. If I was selling merchandise right now, I probably won't sell too much. If everybody it's not gonna sell. The word is y'all community is broke. Y'all community is broke and on their last leg. That's part of it. So companies know we don't have to pay them because their fan base is not real. Meaning, if they do got a fan base, they're not spending money. They're not purchasing apps. They're not purchasing memberships. They have been stuck in the world of watching free content. So Ryan Clark, please stay where you at and continue to give your people free content. All right? You will no longer use ESPN, Disney for clout. See that? So, mind you, they hired them to be the face to bring in black viewership. But I told you that they've been cooning so much. They actually been making y'all look bad. They are not funny. They are not cool. And they didn't get, we not in a personality era. This was the time to show your intelligence. You can crack jokes. You can show a sense of humor. But all that doing too much, no. So guys, do you finally get what I said? If their views were so big, and my point is, I know Stephen A put them on that show because he felt like those views were going to help. Stephen A look, man, during the pandemic, ESPN crashed. Yes, it did. That's why they got thirsty. They brought Shannon Sharp over there. They got thirsty. They brought Pat McAfee because ESPN had already crashed. During the pandemic, YouTube became the biggest platform in the world, period. So what happened is corporations started getting thirsty. Corporations said, we're going to start a YouTube channel too. And then corporations said, We'll scout the biggest YouTubers and we'll give them jobs. We'll get them little slots. So Stephen A knew that First Take was already flopping. Guys, First Take been flopping for a long time. First Take, if you want to be technical, Stephen A, in my opinion, y'all been losing. When Skip and Shannon was on television, y'all was losing ever since then. Period. Undisputed. Period. I was watching Skip and Shannon. I'll watch First Take on a replay, maybe. No, they really been losing since Skip and Shannon. Ever since then, Stephen A been trying to catch up. So I know what they did. He assumed, being that, Cam Newton got all these numbers on YouTube. Okay. Ryan Clark, my man, he getting all these numbers. All right. If I can get them on the show, those numbers will transition to the show. Which was a smart move. I know he did. Same thing while Stephen A had Cameron on the show. He looking at Revolt like Cam got good numbers. Let's get Cam on the show. But no matter who came on the show, the numbers don't grow. The numbers from YouTube do not transition to the TV. So if you work at a major network, why would you give a YouTuber a big contract if they don't get sales? They don't make the show better. Get it? The First Take has been struggling. So being that football season is coming up, y'all, ESPN hires and fires every year around this time. They get ready for football season. Football season is the biggest money-making season of all seasons. So it's a rebrand and it's a reboot. NFL is the biggest money-maker. This is when the sports media networks try to make their money off the NFL. So they do a reset. If you got the opinions of Cam Newton and opinions of Ryan Clark has rubbed people the wrong way. They only praise black players. Nobody else good enough. They only give one perspective, not everything else. Then they talk a lot, joke a lot, and they're always making chitlin conversations. People tired of it. Right here, you're watching them in HBCU. Like I said earlier, another cheat code Stephen A got, they got to go to HBCUs for viewership. Which means if the black college don't tap in, that's a percentage of their views. That's why you'll see all of them have to sell college and fraternity. That was their viewership. See that? It's a gimmick. HBCU college entertainers mean money. HBCU college to rich people means ticket sales, viewership. They don't care about them. HBCU advocate, Cam Newton released by ESPN. Oh, yeah. He also did not go to an HBCU, neither. He's an HBCU advocate. No. He's an HBCU capitalist. His ass went to a regular-ass college. That's my whole point with Cam Newton. Cam Newton, I watched his whole career. I watched his championship game in college. I remember, I know his whole life. When he got caught stealing the laptop. Cam Newton didn't act like that. He didn't act like this at all. Once he said he was a vegan, I knew his career was over. No such thing as being a vegan football player. After they start acting weird, you start dressing weird, and this is what you got. But I'm going to ask y'all, is this your community? Is this how your people was raised? Acting like a straight idiot. Stephen A, man. Hey, Stephen A, hey, right. Hey, man, I'm just telling you, my brothers. What is all that talking, y'all? They were straight cooning on national television. I saw it. I was tired of it. I was sick of it. But I also knew the rest of America was watching these dumbass. They were cooning on national TV every chance they linked up. They were embarrassing. So I knew they wasn't going to get paid no more. Now, not only are they cooning on TV, not bringing views, that means they ain't nowhere on Pat McAfee level. Because what they didn't get, Pat McAfee is the measurement. They don't understand. He works. He got a team. He started everything on his own YouTube channel. He started it on his own. But in the pandemic, ESPN needed him for viewership. But what Pat McAfee proved, he could transition his YouTube viewership into ESPN views. Meaning, if I'm big on YouTube and I get on TV, I got a bigger audience, meaning I should be big after that. I watched it happen to Pat McAfee, y'all. He was on one level. He got on ESPN. His YouTube channel got bigger. ESPN got bigger. in that 12 o'clock slot. These are facts. Been watching analytics. Stephen A. didn't do that. All of them coming on the show. Why the hell you think LeBron rather sat with Pat McAfee than them? The reality is LeBron, so I want y'all guys to get this thing, man. LeBron been playing the game because he know the game. I want all you NBA players with y'all podcasts to get it. LeBron been playing y'all because he know what's up. One thing LeBron James know is YouTube is low level. Why you think LeBron never sat on no black couch on YouTube, period? I don't care any of y'all play with him. You said his name a million times. LeBron would never give you the time of day to sit with you on a YouTube platform because he know that it's low level. You forgot when he brought out his podcast, it was on HBO. The replays get released. It's a reason why he never sat on your platform, because LeBron James, no branding. I'm not taking this $1 billion brand sitting on no low-level platform. I'm not doing that. So you see what he did, right? When LeBron did want to speak, he ain't talked to Stephen A. and them. He went to Pat McAfee because LeBron team is smart with numbers and analytics. They did the analytics and numbers, and they know that Pat McAfee numbers are real. And LeBron thought that when he went on Pat McAfee, it would help him out. It's a reason why he did that, because Pat McAfee's the clout. Pat McAfee proved his point on YouTube, then proved to ESPN he's an asset. That's why they gave him the money. And what Shannon Sharp, Ryan Clark, what all of them didn't know is he was your competition, to the point where analytically, if your numbers don't match up to Pat, nowhere first, second, third, fourth, fifth, if you ain't nowhere near him, get your ass out of here. Told you, it was proven through facts and analytics. They don't get real numbers. And I'm going to tell you again, Pat McAfee go live every day. If they don't go live and they just doing uploads, they don't got real viewership. It's that simple. When Pat McAfee go live today at 12, you watch his live. If they don't go live, they are manufactured. You got it? That's the facts. They do uploads, add numbers. Meanwhile, ESPN and all these companies got hit. You don't got real viewership. Got it? That's why they ass fired. It ain't because of nothing else. It's because of nothing else. Pat McAfee does so many shenanigans. They don't care. Whatever brings the views, keep it going. Keep it going. Man, you can curse. Whatever you got to do. Don't change the show, Pat. Whatever you do, just keep it going. That's how it works. This man do wrestling. He do whatever. Goofy stuff, fall on the floor. He does a lot. But they let him, he be himself. They didn't know he's the competition that they couldn't keep up with. Because Stephen A. don't get, y'all been being studied for the past year and a half. It's been going down. It's been a study. Y'all lost. Y'all couldn't keep up. So ESP, they smart. They say, look, we pay Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee got a team of like 5 people. They ain't famous. We paying Stephen A. He famous. He got all these other people we paying. They famous. Pay this one, pay that one. But the show ain't growing. So why the hell we going to keep paying these people and the show ain't growing? Pat McAfee making the show grow. He don't got to have all these. No, they were struggling. Remember I told you they got to stick together. So Stephen A. thought, if Ryan Clark big on YouTube, Cam big on YouTube, I'm big on YouTube, we can bring all these views together. But it didn't work. They getting beat by this one guy. Period. Because, y'all, if you, remember Fox Sports? Remember when Shannon was on Undisputed? What they let Shannon do? Come on there with the black and mild, bottle of Hennessy, act a fool. When you bringing in views, y'all, they'll let you be a fool. They don't care. Keep it going. It's that simple. Meaning you might get away with making a mistake, cursing every now and then. They give you a pass because you breaking their viewership. But, bro, when you ain't breaking that viewership, guys, you on the clock. We're losing money. See, live TV loses money, y'all. See, it's like YouTube. How the views go down. When they watch a live TV, the views start going down. They watch the numbers. So they know the same thing. Okay, they might have had a good segment. As soon as Cam start talking, they start leaving the channel. Analytics, y'all. Analytics is the reason why they don't have no more jobs. Now I get to prove the last point when I said this is why they're all going to be stuck on YouTube. YouTube is hell for them. Bart Scott, he's not one of your favorites. I know about him very well. I liked his take because he always talks sports. I used to listen to him on sports radio, and he'll feature on ESPN. He got fired. They all got fired. He ain't only, he been there for years too, y'all. You see Jamel Hill on YouTube still talking ass off? She got fired. Jamel Hill is a super failure. Super failure. Super failure. Y'all listen to too many failures, guys. And on top of that, they love to hear racist conversations by people that's married to the opposite race. That's why they ass off TV. Jamel Hill always talking black talk. What color's her husband? Ryan Clark talking black talk. What color's his wife? That's why they ass kicked off TV, y'all. Hypocrites. Idiots. Meaning companies not paying you for that. And this is how it works. Same thing with YouTube. Y'all better get it clear. It's the stuff you're talking about. Advertisers don't want to be on your page. So you can talk all the black talk you want, but certain ads and revenue you ain't going to get. You're going to keep getting them low-level ass commercials. So a lot of time I breeze through y'all channel just to see our low-level ass commercials. That's why I told you it's a trick. Yeah, bro, it's a trick. You're going to get views, right? But you only going to get 3 low-level ass commercials with all those views, which means you're going to break even. Then I watch other people. Man, I'm telling you, I know how this thing works. It's a trick. Y'all entertainment, or you going to get a startup companies, low-level ads, AI commercials, BS commercials. That's the whole department, y'all. I've been doing homework. Like, yeah, bro got 50,000, he got 30,000, 20,000 views, but he got low-level ass commercials. He might not even know that. Yep. Because these right here get the top ads. Where you watch Pat McAfee, commercials gonna look like you're watching regular TV. Back to back, no low-level commercials. See, it's a difference. You might get a commercial, $5 commercial. Them low level, you might be getting 10 cents a commercial. That's the dirty games they playing now. Now I'm saying that because they didn't make First Take better. They didn't make ESPN better. So here's your proof. Is it a coincidence? Both of their ass got fired. No, because y'all know we already spoke about how horrible they are and they trash. And the whole thing was this year, black media was going to disappear, like I said. It's just that a lot of y'all are late and you just getting it. 2024, I told y'all that this is a big pyramid scheme. You see Clyde Davis at the top, he gone. Now you think under him. Who's under him? Who is under him? Let me make it clear for y'all. This is fun. Who was under him? That's gone. Bingo. Who career did he start? Who career he responsible for? Everybody in this game, damn near. You see what happened to him, right? He's gone. Was he not a check writer? Okay, he's gone. What about the other guys? Well, they still left, but are they still writing checks? No. Are they doing anything blockbuster? No. Are they America's favorite? No. It sounds like it's falling to me. It's a pattern, y'all. You got it. It's everybody, goddammit. All in one big pile. All you watching is what been going on the whole year and a half. Social media games. But now you're watching the social media games have played out because ESPN got hit. Man, they were playing social media games. Meaning bogus numbers. Interviewing low-level talent. Shannon Sharp got fired from ESPN after he interviewed Bobby Brown. Cam Newton gets fired weeks and months after interviewing rayj. Now, use your brain. If you are Disney, you paying this man on contract. Do you want to see him interviewing rayj, asking them stupid-ass questions? So ESPN said, Cam Newton, you might as well stay there. Actually, guy, you're better on YouTube than just stay where you at. Y'all better off staying with y'all children. Just keep interviewing y'all low-level ignorance. Y'all got what I was telling you? Now watch. Let me show you how they be busted. HBCU advocate. What you mean, HBCU advocate? That fool ain't go to HBCU college. No. HBCU college mean young black money, young black dollars. But what does he advocate to them? Let me show you what he advocates to the young people. Keep this in mind, y'all. What does he advocate to the youngsters at college? Does he try to make them smarter or dumber? Let's go. You mean y'all the first generation of college grads that became even this what he you mean y'all kids go to college that got degrees, but they watch the Zeus channel? Oh, so your kids go to college, they smart as hell, but they look up to Christian Rock and Blueface, and they watch the Zeus Network baddies. Wow. So look, he's an HBCU advocate. He knows he has an HBCU fan base. HBCU was always supposed to be y'all future generation of geniuses, but they always get distracted because back in the day, it was not this many entertainers being predators over those black colleges for money. But now you're going to see, they telling you he advocates. What does he advocate? He advocates Rayj's behavior. He teaches it to your youth at the black colleges. See that? Advocate is what you advocate, what you promote, what you about, what you push. Cam Newton questions Rayj's sexuality on Funky Friday. Why? The young generation must always be taught about sex. You teach them about Rayj. They wasn't born in Rayj era, but they must be taught about Rayj, even though he's a failure to nobody. Cam Newton, his job is to promote that. So didn't I tell you all they do is interview each other, which means no talent. All they do is keep talking the same thing. They are chitlin circuit of friends, no talent. Y'all hung together in Miami. Y'all still hanging together, bro. Who hung together in Miami? These same three right here. Still hanging together. Ain't nothing changed. This also mean they didn't advance. This also mean they're not diverse. This also mean they don't got a big fan base for real. All right? You got it? Same thing. All of them the same thing. Now, what else I said? Anybody banking on a black dollar gonna crash. See it? ESPN is not getting black dollars. Watch your first take. Crash. I know why everybody's gonna go broke. Anybody banking on that black dollar gonna crash. Because to make money now, you need all money. The black dollar ain't enough. They got business and bills to take care of. You got it? That's what all this is about. They can take all the pictures they want, but they ain't making no money. And they keep talking. Tell us how much that whole concert generated. And then we'll look at how many splits. You know Yankee Stadium. You know the Yankees got a nice split. It was their stadium and they merch. Yankee got a nice split. Get it? All right. Meanwhile, y'all, Oprah claims she got dragged by a car back in the day. Do you believe that? Told you, man. The problem, what happened is, I'm going to tell y'all why the game is over. Your people love lies too much. They like to run from the truth. They like to entertain idiocracy 24/7. And that's why it's like this. It's nothing left. People are gone. Only thing left is real, and now they forced to run from the real. Reality has set in, y'all. But I'll tell you what, everybody that's been dealing with reality, you're going to be a better person. You're going to be a stronger person. You're going to be smarter. And a lot of things going to go in your favor. Yes, by you sacrificing to be a better person, smarter, turning your back on all the ignorance and filth that you know you come from, that's why you're going to be rewarded in the end. And everybody else that ran, now they got nowhere to run. You either face what you got to face, or you will suffer. Got it? Oprah was able to get away with finessing the community all those years, but now she's suffering. She gets no love. So here you got it, y'all. The greatest story ever told by Oprah. This story tops all stories. Mind you, she's slickly promoting abuse. She's promoting domestic abuse, and she's trying to promote women empowerment, but she made up a story of a man dragging her down the street like Reggie Dennis. Yeah. She's trying to make a horrific story to paint pictures how men are so horrible and how, ladies, you can lose yourself. One day, y'all going to clarify which men are which, but let's go. Oprah, you ain't had no man back in the day, so stop. Here's your reminder. Oprah, you ain't have no man, and ain't no man was going to drag your ass, so stop it. You was not worth no dragons. Just stop. All right? We're going to stop that. The story that landed hardest involved an unnamed former boyfriend. So Oprah didn't even give us a name. A former boyfriend, and she gave us a breakup scene that sounds painful, even decades later. According to Winfrey, during the podcast, the man got into his car, began driving, while she desperately held the bumper. Her knees scraped against the gravel as residents of the apartment complex watched the ordeal. Oprah, if your knees are not still scarred, you's a straight liar. So hopefully you ain't got no pictures online with your knees. You should be ashamed of yourself. She said she tried to make a hood story, y'all. She tried to make it like she got dragged down the block in front of the whole hood, talking about the whole apartment complex outside. Oprah, you need to stop your BS. We from the hood. We might be, we might not. I have never in my life heard of a woman get dragged down the street by a car. Don't forget, she said she grabbed the bumper. She grabbed the bumper, y'all. Not she was in the window talking and got dragged. Not she was about to get out the car. She grabbed the bumper. No, don't leave me. I love you. And she loved him that much. He just dragged it down the block. Please look at Oprah's knees right now. Please Google it, y'all. Somebody look at her knees, her shins. Oprah, you should be ashamed of yourself. Oprah, the reason why I'm saying this, you have lied to those people so much, and you still won't stop. Oprah, you have no respect. Oprah, I think you might be the first celebrity. Man, all I'm going to say is this. If people know where they put you at, I think people are going to be going over there. I think people are going to be doing a lot of dirt to you. Get it? I don't want to say it. I'm going to just say this. Whenever it's Oprah's turn to go, I don't think they should tell people where she buried at. Nah, I don't think so. Here you go, ladies. Always positive. You don't got to pay for braids no more. You just need a machine. It's all you need. See that? Everybody that do hair in the kitchen, your jobs are limited. It's coming to an end, y'all. All right? Anybody still braiding hair in that kitchen, better. I'm telling you right now, it's about to be over. It's about to be over. And I'm tired. I know a woman, when they see how fleek that braids come out, and what y'all better get, ladies. Well, check this out, ladies. No more sitting in chairs for hours. You get braids faster than get your nails done now. Yes. It's used just like a hairbrush, like a hair dryer with the comb, same way. As you go down, it braids fast. See it? Let me show you the bottom of the hair. See it? See the bottom of the hair done yet? As you wave it down, braid it. Pow. Fleek. On fleek, ladies, on fleek. There you have it. This means nobody will be getting rich off hair no more. That's what it's all about. They understand that those women made billions of dollars tax-free. The hair industry was $6 billion a year. Yes, between the African braid shops, the hair shops, ordering hair, all these products, bing, 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 boom, glue, all this stuff. $6 billion industry. But one thing they understood, y'all were getting foreigners rich that don't pay taxes. Y'all were getting illegals rich in those shops. And y'all were talking about you do hair, but you ain't filing no taxes. And that's what happened. So to stop y'all, they made up these machines. And now y'all want to really know what's going to happen to y'all? My people from the hood. On top of that, the same people that do y'all nails are the same people that got these devices. What if I told you the people at the hair salon is going to take over y'all hair industry? Braids. Here you got it. So you know what this means, ladies? They got a plan for y'all. I told you, they've been plotting. Upgrade. Now, ladies, you can get your nails done, feet done, and get your hair braided real quick in the same visit. See that? In the same visit. No more sitting in that girl house while she smoke weed and feed the kids. No more you going to a house, her boyfriend looking at your booty while you getting your hair done. Huh? Her boyfriend keep coming in the damn kitchen while you getting your hair done. Them days over, y'all. That's old school. No more kitchen beauticians. Goodbye. Y'all got it? All right. So I'm always going to bring y'all the updates in tech and the new technology. That's my job. I'm going to talk about these old washed up ass characters. But the plot and the plan is to always give y'all the new information. All right? You're in a new world now. It's called a game of life. The new game of life is different. Only thing important now, period, is AI. As far as the biggest money makers. AI technology, social media, adult entertainment. Those are the money makers, y'all. and gaming, video games. You are now in a time where video games make more money than rappers. Tell you it's a game, y'all. And it's being said that in the future, coming very soon, the tech companies will claim world supremacy financially. That's what's coming down the pipeline. I'm going to tell y'all all this is the honest truth. Play is now more important than serious. Everything play makes more money than any company building standing right now. Got it? And everything I'm telling you, that's why Elon and them at the top. This is what I mean by you guys didn't create nothing new. You guys didn't even create a new video game. You ain't do nothing new. That's why you're not in this new world. Y'all world is over with. We're not in the world of basketball, hip-hop, mics, and all that. That's y'all were the kings of that era, not this one. That's what it's all about. Y'all might have were the kings of media, entertainment, singing, dancing, jumping. That's era over with. It's called now we in the nerd era, revenge of the nerds. Tech. That's why I say now it ain't based on how cool you are. See, they cool as hell, but they not winning. Now it's based on how smart you are and how much money you generate. Period. How much money do you generate for others? That's what it means. Not how much you generate for yourself. That's old school, brother. Y'all from the ghettos of being poor and you had to step on each other's neck to get $1. Y'all praise that. The new world is how many other people did you make rich? You made others rich, you considered a good guy. You made people rich. Man, you're a good asset. It's about that now, y'all. How many people did you make successful? How much money you generate? How good are you? That's what it's about now. See? Pat McAfee got a whole team eating. Take my whole team, go to ESPN, all my friends getting a check. Nope, you ain't hiring me. You better hire my friend too. Eating, everybody eats. That's the new world. ESPN, I eat without you. I don't need you, ESPN. That's what he told them. So ESPN gonna break that bread. We gonna eat together. He helped our channel. We all straight. That's the new world. Old world is me, my, take, greed. That's why you got nothing left. Got it? The game has changed. It changed. We at a time where I told you individually. That's why it's called influencer. You at a time of being an individual, but you come from a cult of everybody must hang together. That's why in the end they rich, but they still hang together because they didn't learn to be what? Individuals. Huh? Jay-Z big, but he can't sustain without this community. He's not an individual. I tell you, it's called BT. None of them are individuals. They need everybody. You got it? The individuals will be the most successful now. Meaning, Pat McAfee going to be Pat McAfee no matter what. Whether we watch him, whether ESPN watch him, he a type of guy I know right now, he going to be on somebody somewhere. That's my example. I have to give it to you like that. Who are you individually? And can you generate on your own? Right? Generator, operator, destroyer. Not us and we. No more chitlin circuits, y'all. Stephen A got ESPN to pay the whole chitlin circuit. Somehow ESPN ain't get better. So I'm willing to bet they did analytics and realized Ryan Clark was getting $2 million a year. Stephen A getting $10 million. Why are we giving all these millions? The show ain't getting better. All right. So Robert Griffin got kicked off TV. That was last year. Now you see the pattern. When I said they all getting kicked off. Here's a female R. Kelly. See that? Female R. Kelly, y'all. So this reality, what would you do? If you catch this woman in your house playing video games with your son, and when I say playing video games, get what I'm saying? Her grown ass got caught by that man, his mother, put her ass in jail. This y'all community that nobody care about. Woman, $800 necklace stole. All these fake thugs y'all hood that call themselves gangsters and hustlers, whatever, they were hustlers, right? Well, it started to look like Jay-Z. They ain't read your book. If you wrote a book called The Book of Hov, somehow everybody in your community still ain't rich. They out here in Hov. They out here robbing old ladies, bro. Straight up. Mob of 6 jumped 75-year-old man. 2 men wanted in alleged attack on 70-year-old woman. They are now attacking their own grandmothers and grandfathers. They are a fallen people. They are so low in the gutter, they ain't never coming up. See what happens? So like I said, y'all looked up to Jay-Z your whole life, but somehow it looked like you ain't follow his lead because you're still out of here. Got it? You talk about everybody else, but you ain't talking about your own getting abused. See? So don't worry about what I talk about. I talk about what's real. I don't want your grandmother getting knocked upside her head. I don't want your girl getting jacked for a necklace. I'm going to tell you what they're really doing. You are watching of people self-destruct on each other in the last day. When they did the experiment in the rats going to eat each other head off, your people doing that right now. Right now as we speak. See it every day, 24/7. You got it? So I tell y'all, ain't nothing to be proud of. But other than that, we're going to get out of here, y'all. Let's just go. Another day, number updates. Y'all really, really enjoy y'all day, man. So I want y'all to get these firings ain't nothing new. It's the last of the last. Now, according to my calculations, damn near everybody is fired off TV that I assume they all gone now, yeah. Other than that, man, y'all stay tuned. It's all together, y'all. Nobody's career is where it used to be at. It's just not. And the only question is, are they going to get new money and new checks? If they don't do that, it is what it is. All right, so now you got it. You also got it that don't listen to nothing I say. If their views were real, they would not be getting fired. So when I told you that YouTube is hell for every celebrity that had a name, meaning they somewhere so far beneath them, they never coming back. You got it now? Too much ratchetness on here. Too much ignorance, y'all. Interviewing rayj, all that. The corporations don't want nothing to do with that. They're not looking at all the controversial topics they had on YouTube. See? They forgot they were in a position to be heard around the world. But they kept limiting themselves to a certain fan base. They all got kicked off for a reason, y'all. The black experience is over. Got it? Meaning, as far as them getting rich off that experience, or if them getting rich because of their skin color, them days over with. Here go your clear proof, all right? You're going to see all that stuff happen for her in this era. They didn't become billionaires into this era. They didn't start getting hundreds of millions to this era. You still didn't get it, did you? You didn't get it. Was his homeboy that started Facebook. It was a whole new world that happened. But everything that happened was not the truth. But what happened was you got put in the world that you still stuck in, but the rest of the world has moved on already. If you can get that, you'll get where you're supposed to be at right now in life. Y'all were talking about Trayvon and them since then. Y'all still doing the same thing. Every summer, the name just changed. Once again, y'all, we out.